Hello to everybody out there. Sorry guys, it is just too hard for me to write to you and get everything done, but know that I appreciate having each one of you here. And yeah, we got some big information tonight, so it is going to be a busy night, guys. If you can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. Let's get the word out there. YouTube is changing things, guys. This one is a changer, so you're definitely not going to want to miss it. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes, and thank you so much for being here, each and every one of you. Hello, everybody, and
Hey.
welcome. Good to have you all in here. What a nice turnout already, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
This is going to be, there's some big stuff going on tonight, guys. It is great to have you in here. We're going to get into it in just a few minutes, give a chance for everybody to get in so we don't have to repeat it too many times for everybody in here. So just want to thank you guys. In the meantime, as you all know, please hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, use your community tab, whatever you guys can and are willing to use. We greatly appreciate it, not just for us, but any channel in general. But guys, there is something going on that is he's a game changer.
Yeah, that's right. And we are going to talk about that. And of course, your questions and answers about YouTube, as always, following after as well. But YouTube changes every day, and we're here for you to do the legwork and work for you. So we are just left, or you are just left to discuss it and don't have to do the research yourselves. We're Puša Studios. We're Tuesday Tech Talk, as always, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be jumping into it just in a couple of minutes' time.
Cherryberry 48 says, "Oh, you're both are beautiful." Is that okay to say? Well, that's great of you to say.
Yeah,
I'd say
thank you.
Xenia's the beautiful one. She just makes me look good, so that's why. So,
Well,
thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's beauty for the both of us. Good to have you in.
Well, welcome everybody, and hello to each and every one of you. Before we jump into our theme about hiding the subscribers, something really new coming out, and we'll talk about that. But before that, we, as always, do a little bit of housekeeping. Prompt you to like and share if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell if you haven't yet, and if you have, just make sure you still are. And of course, Andrew's going to do a roll call, hashtag Blue Ridge Group selfies, all of that. And right after that, we're jump into discussion. That's some heated debate on internet already.
Oh my God, it's fierce. And you know the funny part about this one? It's the ones that are getting bigger that are really going to be affected. Usually it's the other way around. It's the ones coming out that kind of get hit with the mess. This time it's the ones that's been on here for a bit are getting the real mess.
Well, is it good? Is it bad? Not sure. Let's see what you guys have to say. But just hold on a minute for that heated discussion. Let's welcome everybody just jumping in and those that are just running in the doors right now.
We hit 80 already, guys. You're doing fantastic. Keep hitting that like button, tweeting it out, telling friends, all the good stuff. We truly do appreciate it.
Yeah, 400 AGML showing love for talking about me last night. Wow.
Hey, this is nice, and I appreciate that. It was great. You guys were in that, and we had a fantastic. Actually, Mel, you can help me out with something because you got the probably the most person I know the most with the quickest connection to Ken. We had a very busy day, some doctor stuff, all that stuff that was already planned. I got to get back to him, but he was asking with some of the live stream. Can you let him know that I'm going to get back to him probably tomorrow? We're going to run some tests, and I'm going to get back to him. If you could do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. That would be awesome.
Yes, and guys, if you missed that, yesterday we were talking about, anything but the drones, I guess.
Yeah, it was great, though. We really got into the Ken, that.
Yeah, that's right. Everything behind Ken Heron, the drone expert, and the funniest guy on YouTube. Go check it out if you missed that yesterday. That was yesterday, but check it out. It was really fun.
Oh, wait, I brought up the wrong one. I had it already saved again. I didn't realize I had his actual page, which I will show off. I'm proud of. He's done fantastic. But I'll bring up our interview with him, guys, with Ken Heron. He was fantastic last night. So if you didn't get a chance to check him out, definitely. And the thing is, once again, if you're not even into drones, most of us here on YouTube have considered drones. Why is everything working so wonky? There we go. Let's get some music down here. God, I feel like I'm in a nightclub. There we go. There we go. That's better. All right, guys, if you haven't checked out Ken Heron, he was with us last night from Tennessee, and is he ever fantastic? He is so much fun in that. You definitely got to check it out. Some great talk about not so much drones, like you say, but like about your channel and stuff like that, and just a great human story and all those things that make for great interviews. So
yeah, definitely YouTubers Life. Even if you're not interested in drones and you don't have one, that's something of entertainment quality there to watch. Like I said, everything but the drones. We did talk about the drones, but not the majority of time. I think the tips that you want to get for his channel provides extensively.
Yes.
For that.
Sitting at 87,000, because this is going to tie in. There, look at that, for instance. Ken is at 87,347 right now.
Ask questions, try thing. Yes, we're going to be talking about Veritasium video as well, for sure. Everybody's talking about that, and yes, it is related. I would say that one is cause and one is the consequence, but we'll get into that as well, so don't worry about that. Yeah, it's a lot to discuss there, so we're gonna get into it. Well, let's not waste the time and say thank you to Wandering Marion Veteran.
Thank you so very much. I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live 24 hours. Any advice? I'm going.
Well, keep your viewers engaging. You want to have Q&A session, maybe something that make them want to stay longer. Maybe do a shout out at the end of it if they still are in the chat, something like that. So Q&A session and a shout out for the best question if the person is still in the chat.
Yes, that's right.
There you go.
92 guys and climbing. You guys are fantastic. So many great people in here, guys. This affects everybody, folks. It really does. So it's great that you're all in here. Great knowing your community, guys. That is the biggest part of being on YouTube, is knowing. Knowledge is power, and that's what we do here every Tuesday on Tech Talk Tuesday, guys. So it's appreciated that so many amazing people. 94, it's climbing by the second, guys. Let's put it way past 100. Let's get them in here. You guys are absolutely awesome, really awesome. Thank you so very much. And like Xenia said, we're going to get to it just a few minutes. Just want to give enough time for her to get in so you guys who are staying here don't have to hear the same thing over and over and over. So thank you for your patience. In the meantime, guys, do that also too. Don't be shy if you want to check somebody out. Just remember, keep it above the belt. No asking for subscribers, no sub for sub, no links, no goals, targets, announcing going live, no self-promotion or other for you or for others, guys. And this... I mean, everybody has their own live stream rules, but in general, unless somebody's doing something different or you're new to one, follow those rules. Basically, what it's saying is just treat people as you would in real life, and you'll get along just fine. Hang on a second. Oh, wow. Arizona Timeless Tourist spent the day filming the Superstition Mountains. Ooh.
Beautiful. Well, share with us a selfie from there. We'd appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Good pitch, good segue. I was going to go into that. Take it away, hon.
Well, guys, if you haven't done that yet, hashtag Blue Range Group, take a selfie of yourself, or even better, a selfie of you watching us, and post it on social media with the hashtag Blue Range Group. If it is on Twitter, we're going to be sharing it out on our screen today. And if you post it on Instagram, we're going to be sharing it on our stories, tagging you in. Great way of being shouted out and expose your channel to more people.
Guys, I've been posting this for a while. I know sometimes the messages get lost a bit, you've seen them and stuff, but this one was really important. Take a moment and make sure you're still connected to the ones you watch. You might be running into the same people that you know well because of live streams you go to, and that you kind of run in same circles and stuff. But just remember that does happen a lot. The other day on Canadian Drone Hub, I actually rejoined 3 channels that I thought I was never even questioned were connected to. So that's a great thing for everybody's always saying how to grow my channel. Well, a good way to grow each other's channels is just by rejoining them. Sometimes can make a big difference. So We have lots of new channels in here as well as some we haven't seen a bit. It's great to have you all in. If you do not have a wrench, have no fear. Xenia is slowly getting to checking you guys out. At the beginning, it's a bit busy. You still matter. You still count. Just be patient with us. But it is an awesome pleasure to have you here. And if you are new here and you like what we do, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. We do interviews. We do Tech Talk Tuesday. We have the Wheel of Shoutouts. An array of stuff, all built under the idea of channel growth, support for each other, and education. I'd like to think is in those top three. That's what I really like to think we sell the most here. So
that's right. Well, why don't we jump right into the roll call, and we'll say hi to those that are rolling in right after as well. I know you guys are, are excited or not to discuss this issue ASAP. So let's jump into it and say hi to each and every one of you.
Yes, ma'am. Orders from headquarters, folks. Alrighty. And once again, before I start that, guys.
A question mark was at the end of it.
You know how wives talk. There's never a question mark at the end of it. There's an arrow pointing which way they want you to go.
Always.
But I do want to say once again, guys, it's not too late for selfies. It's a great way for your channel to be seen. Get in and don't put all your eggs in one basket. A selfie of you watching us would be fantastic. If you can't do that, a selfie of you. Upload it here, guys, to our Twitter. Just make sure to use the included hashtag Blue Wrench Group so us and everybody can find you. What a great array of channels in here, guys. I always say I'm so proud of that. It is a real snapshot of what YouTube is with all you different channels in here all together under one roof. It's a pleasure. Thank you for making us look so good. And the only true way to really say thank you, guys, is to throw on the echo and give you guys an arena size welcome, because as always, and especially tonight, guys, it is 3 hours of just taking your questions, working with you. We can talk with anything. You guys got tons of answers that people want to hear. We're in it together, guys. This is what I like to think of as Union Hall night. We're all helping each other out. But first of all, the hellos. That's right, the greetings. And I want to start off by saying a great big hello to you, me, and Benny's in the house. We have Yeti Mountain Training. XOXO AIM is here, as well as West Haven Always and Forever. We have Wandering Maine Veteran in the house. We have Vera Tunes. We have Tyler Wood. We have Tracy Treasures in the house, as well as Tucson Discoveries. We have Tonya and Ant in the house. We have Tompkins Coast to Coast. Hey, how are you? We got Tina B in the house. We got the Scottish Crafter in the house. We got the Queen's Princess. We have the Neutral Mantis in the house. We have the Creator Spotlight Show here. The Bee Lady Airborne. Apiary. There you go. Sorry about that, but it's always, I love your channel. You know that already. Themes World is in the house. We have Texas Made Food in the house. TC Bushcraft, how you doing? It's been a while. TC Bushcraft's in the house. We have Sylvain Farmer Chick. We have Super Dave 44 in the house. We got Sun Media. We got Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee. We got Sty North in the house, folks, as well as Simply Amaka. We have Sandy K. We got Rick Halliburton. We got QD Eats TV. We got Pure Austinson. Oh my God, I lost my word power tonight. See, when the train gets going off the tracks, it's a hell of a crash. It is great to have you here, though. We have Paul Michael DB in the house. We have Pat Bates in the house. We have Panic D, Paranormal History. One of the ones been with us since the very, very, very beginning. Great to see you, my friend, Sean. We have NKM in the house. We got Nix RC. And we have Naboul all the way in France. We have My Old Ladies Cooking Show, as well as Moms Balling on a Budget. We have Minivan Mike in the house. We have Meme Piano, as well as McCartney Survival. We have Laser Cat. We have Lady T Survival. We got Knights Army in here, and there is Kimber Kiss. So great to see you back in the game, Kimber Kiss. We got Ken and Rave in the house. We got Karen and Mua in the house, or is it MUA or Moi? I'm not sure, but we'll call it MUA.
Yeah.
Already MUA it is. Just Juju is in the house. And there's my buddy, Just in Time Prepping. Will, what's going on? Joyce McGuire is in here, as well as Josh Zizzle 2323. We got John Klopp in the house, and there is Joanne Plans in the house. We got Jules777. We got Jeff's reviews for you here. We got James Garcia. We got Jace Jacobs' Jar of Poetry. We got It's Just Jack. We got Hiking Deep in the House, folks. We got Herbert T. Outdoors. Why am I spiking so much? There we go. Let's bring that down a little bit more. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't notice that in the levels. We got Herbert T. Outdoors. We got Happy Lux all the way from Luxembourg. We got Grant McIntosh sitting in here, guys. Great to see you, man. We got Good Times Outdoors. Good old boy. What's going on? Good to see you. G-Man's World is in the house, folks. We also got Ginger Nightmare here, folks. We got Jelly's Journey. We got G Mama's World in the house. We got Fire Scratcher. We got Felicia Crow 93. We got Eileen Villieu the Fam. We got Eduardo in the house. We got Eddie Nunez in the house. We got Destination Chronicles in the house. We got Dark One in the house. We got Dan Knows Toolbox in the house. We got Colin N in the house. We got Coffee Outdoors in the house. We got Cody Kills 145 in the house. We got Chills TV in the house. We got Cherry Berry 48 in the house. We got Brett Ariels, aka Gary, in the house. We got Blood X in the house, folks. Blood X is here. We also got Being Nancy. We got Beastly Ironworks. We got Ask Questions, Try Things. We got Ashley Beauty in the house. We got Arizona Timeless Tourist in the house. We got Animaflex Animations in the house. We got Alex, the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer in the house. We got 400 AGL in the house, aka Mel. We got 3B Production Co. in the house. Great to see each and every one of you. I know we missed some of you guys, so please say hi and highlight our names so we can give you a hello as well.
We have a full house today, guys, and that is amazing.
That's right, 106 and climbing. Great stuff, guys.
That means that you figure this is important. And we will jump into it just in a couple of minutes, guys. That's right. Well, is there anything else we have left to do?
Kidney Jerk, how you doing? Great to see you. Tina B, how you doing tonight? Let's see what else we missed, guys.
Car Auto guys here, and Wicked Fabs is here as well.
Yeti Mountain Trading is in the house. Great to see you. Like I said, guys, anybody we missed, please let us know. You all deserve a welcome. It's great to have each and every one of you. Dominic Williams is in the house. Douglas Fairchild's in the house. I missed your live the other night by 2 minutes. Cookies. Who got cookies? Good to see you. There's the Cookie Man. That's right, Douglas Fairchild. Coach CJ, how you doing? So great to have you in. Thank you so much. And Bobby, how are you doing? Great to have you in here. Remember, guys, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Love you to see all the other things we got going on here. Who else are we missing, guys?
Dale Amber, hello. Jude DS Life, hello. Being Nancy, welcome back. And Ginger Nightmare, hello there. Welcome here.
You guys are doing fantastic. I know I sound like a broken record, guys, but hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. Remember, you guys know a lot of people we don't. We're all in together, guys. Not just in our live stream, but any live stream you attend. It makes a huge difference. This is my brother's old YouTube channel. I do not know how I ended up with, to be honest, the Neutral Mantis. That is awesome. Well, it's great to have you in here. So.
Elegant Homestead is here as well. Octave Doggan, Eileen Crowley, good to see you too. David, the producer, in the house.
That's right.
Good to see you, Karen. And hello, Turkey's Eating Show. Hello.
Tariq's Eating Show. It's great to have you in here. You're free to meet people. The only thing we ask is no I belled you, no I got you, no rubber booted you. Just take an extra 30-40 seconds and tell somebody about their channel. Organic gardening in North Carolina. Hi, by the way. I'll use you as an example. Just checked out your channel, Organic Gardening. Love what you got going on in the garden.
Really
I want to see more. I love your fig tree. Subscribe. Can't wait to see more. It takes an extra 30-40 seconds. That's all we ask. Keeps our channel healthy, keeps it healthy for you guys, and it opens the door, guys. Instead of treating people like a ping pong machine, you open that door, opens the conversation. Better chance they're not just going to subscribe but follow you. That's the nice thing about it. Yes, I know, David. It has been horrible, and I know through the week is not so good for you. I can try on the weekend, or I can message you. I know. Did you send?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now I got in trouble. See. David. I'm just joking. Yeah, we're gonna jump on it. Mm-hmm. Okay, now. But
thank you, David, for your patience.
Thank you so much for patience and understanding.
Yes.
And we have speech fairies in the house as well. Me and Piano, Darkest Devil, good old boy. Hello. Brand rent areas with a fabulous gang of creators in here tonight. You're so right. Yes.
Guys, we were worried when we got back into it if Tech Talk Tuesday would be good for another season, if it would work. And you guys have come in droves. And it's the ones that really are wanting to do more with their channel. And it's very heartening. You have to realize that it means a lot to us that so many people care to want to take their channels further. They want to network and all that, but they also want a mix too of making their channel better and stuff like that. And it's not just the stuff you get from us, it's the stuff you get from each other. The Grumpy Vlogger, how you doing tonight, Lloyd? Hope all is well. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Jules777's in the house. Oh, thank you, David, for your patience. I'll tell you what happened. I will, I promise. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. We just did our first guest last night. For a long while we were off because it was just too much to take on. Draco's Dragon, how you doing? Great to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. Good times outdoors. Guys, and if we do miss your name, just highlight us again and we'll definitely call you out. So it is great to have you in here. Lakeshore Paranormal, how you doing tonight? The Artist Devil's in here. Terra Firma, Twosome Discoveries. Man, the list goes on and on and on. I brought my friend, the Neutral Mantis, to the family. Well, thank you so much, Cody. Do appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. The more the merrier, as always. So once again, guys, if you don't have a wrench, just bear with us. We'll get to you very, very soon. In the meantime, feel free to, you are a part, the wrench has got nothing to do, guys, with status. I cannot say, it means that we're all under one roof, we're all creators, whether you have 20 subscribers or 20,000, we're all in it together. That's exactly what it's about.
Speaking about wrenches, we have a whole brand new die-cut sticker available in our hashtag Blue Wrench group merchandise, and there's some already purchased. Thank you so much for those who did. Go check it out, new wrench sticker. You guys asked, well, we tried to do it for you, so there you go, check that out. It's available right there for you.
And if you want something also a little different, guys, there's our seamless pattern Blue Wrench socks. That's right. We also have the leggings as well, seamless. Well, no, the leggings are not seamless, but the pattern is, of course. And something for babies, that's right, there you go. We got the whole family. It is, when we say Blue Wrench Group is just a family altogether, there you go. There's the proof right there. Even the baby's got something to wear.
That's right. Being Nancy, hello and welcome here. Lottery and Comedy in the 815. Hello, how are you doing? Super Dave 44, welcome. Wandering Marine veteran is laughing. Yes, and just in time prepping, a selfie in place. That's right. Well, thank you for reminder. The Good Cell Life is here as well. Hello.
Welcome.
And leg work records vertically on the sofa. Yeah, I think they are actually embracing that instead. The cross chick is here.
Welcome to each and every one of you guys. I'm about to check the selfies, guys, then we're going to get right into it. There's the link, guys. If you haven't put up your selfie already, please do. We'll check back later. Remember, guys, it's a great way to get your channel more attention. Just make sure to use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group as well. If you forget what it is when you go to put your selfie up, just let us know. We'll post it back in for you, not a problem. There you go. Is the wrench link in the description? For all of our merch is right here. I'll put that in for you.
It's in our About section, in the description, and in the chat.
Yep.
It's available everywhere, and if you go on Teespring, search for Push Studios, and you're going to find it there as well. Here is Danny Black is here. How are you doing? Are you on a ship? I think he's cruising now.
Guys, we're at 130 in the chat. This is fantastic, guys. And I appreciate it and all you guys' hard work. Thank you so much. Night Flight Productions, great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Nice to have you in. And guys, if you have not already, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. If you can put it on your Twitter or community and that. Once again, not just in our live stream, but any live stream you visit, it really does make a huge difference. You guys are absolutely awesome. You guys help get the word out and cannot thank you enough. So, X here in Danny is Danny Black. Just got off the ship.
Oh,
but
so
back
he was
on
only a
next
couple
week.
of days. Okay.
So he's got a quick one there. Badger does bushcraft. How are you? Crap, what's the hashtag? How do I selfie? I just got no problem at all. I appreciate that.
You just post a selfie, add a hashtag Blue Wrench Group, and then we'll be able to see it and feature it on our screen.
There you go. I'm putting it right up, and we can put it up for you again after. Cardoso Media, what's going on? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Knight's Armory as well. Eileen, good evening, everyone. Jaddery. Hello, how are you doing?
Alrighty, guys, with that said, let's take a look at some selfies so we can get down to business. Well, let's take a look here, guys. There we go. There's our man just in time prepping, meaning business. I love it. I love it. He just knocks it right out of the picture. That's the way to do it, Will. That's the way to get noticed. I love it. You are the man. Thank you, Jeff's reviews for you, and much, much love to you. You have this great, always had this great selfie. It stands out. It's the orange works, and the white background, and the smile, the smile, most definitely. Always great to have you in, my friend. And we have It's Just Jack in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in out, doing the selfie. Really do appreciate it. And we have Dangerous. Destination Chronicles. How are you? Oh, what a great shot.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's nice to see you out here. Thank you so much for the nice looking selfie. And I see you're in good company. Look at the eyes looking up. Oh my God, the poor animals we have on here. They have such rough lives. It's just terrible. There is Jace Jacobs. There's the man, guys, hanging out with Pusa Studios and learning about YouTube changes. Thank you so very much. Hey, Dad Random, what's going on? Great to see you. I would like to see Jace Jacobs and Tony Reeves not only do the collab we said, but a selfie off. Like, see, over 5
wow. Lots of requests, guys.
That's right. Well, they're so epic. You got to throw big challenges at these guys.
Dragon is in the house. 8 months since the last time they visited us. Well, hello.
Rand Spellcheck, didn't know Blue Wrench Group was a thing. We are all winners. Well, that is awesome. Thank you so very much.
Aline Krell, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
Do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. And there is Panic Deep Paranormal, guys. They've been with us since the very beginning. Sean and Marianne, two amazingly in-depth people who do some of the best paranormal stuff out there, guys. There's lots of great stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one or the other. These guys do so much homework into what they do. The history and behind it and everything is, well, top notch. So much love to them. Love seeing you guys in the selfies. And it is having dinner with Pusa Studios. Are you feeding me right now, Sean? Are you letting me have a taste of the mashed potatoes or something?
And it looks like we're in a booster seat or something.
That's okay. That's good. I don't care as long as I'm getting fed.
We're on the big TV though.
Oh my God, Dean, Arizona Timeless Tourist, guys, look at that Superstition Mountain. Isn't that fantastic?
That is amazing. Wow.
Artsy Studios, great to have you in here. Thank you so much for coming. Remember, guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. Guys, we're at over 120 some. We were at 130 a minute ago. Keep it going, guys. The more the merrier. And we have Rotten Roger DeMarco. What is going on, guys? Rotten Roger from 3B Productions is here as always, showing love and learning from my buddies. Well, we just absolutely love having you in here. And that's an awesome looking selfie.
Yeah.
Very intense. Down to business. I like it.
Look at the background too.
I know, that's what I mean.
Very interesting.
Even matching between the shirt and the background and
I want
everything.
to know who is in that picture with all those signatures there.
Speech Fairies, hanging out with Pusa at the gym. Oh my God, aren't you dedicated? Well, thank you so very much. That is awesome. That is really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. Hope you're having a really great workout. So nice to have you in. And there's Dave, guys, organic gardening. I was working at a house on the lake today. Ooh.
Nice. What a beautiful view. What a beautiful place to have an office at.
What a hard day. What a hard. I mean, I know you work hard, but
hard.
Yes, but you could be in a lot worse places. Paul is in just living. How you doing tonight? Great to see you. And yes, Colorado Fisher. We were even listening to the news here in Montreal. They were talking about it. It snowed here in Colorado. 4 inches last night. Man, it's never going to end. Well, we're all pulling for you, my friend. I hope it is. I know they do you guys get snow in May. It happens, but that's a lot.
In the meantime, Yukon, it has plus 20 degrees all week this week.
It's crazy. The weather is just all over itself.
That's right.
Kids Connections. Ooh, check out Legacy's second birthday. Aw.
Second birthday. How sweet. Look at that. Aww.
All the love for the world in those eyes right there. 2 years old. Sometimes you wish they could stay that age. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh my God. And there's Knights Ari. How are you? One of these channels I just found about a month ago, guys. This guy rocks. If you haven't checked him out, he is a must. Hanging with Pusa Studios. Great to see you, my friend. Love always having you in the house. Great to see you. John Klopp tweeted out, thank you so very much. That is such a huge help. I really do appreciate it. Hey guys, thanks again for what you do. I just wanted to tell you that is my 14th birthday today, or yesterday in England, and thanks for the great support. Meme piano, well, we're just going to have to remember that.
Super talented.
Keep a note, yes. Alrighty, guys. Let's see where we're at here, guys. Where are we? Cherry Bomb, replying to Pusa Studios. Thank you so much for tweeting it out. I do appreciate it. That is so awesome of you. Thank you. And we have Tina in the house, guys. Tina Boswin. I never know. Tina. Hi, Tina. How are you? And you look absolutely fantastic. What a great shot. Thank you so much for putting it up. Life with Melissa. How you doing? Great to see you tonight. Hope you're doing fantastic. And there, Cherry Bomb Nugget, the selfie up. Love it. Looking cool. Keep it up. Thank you so much for doing it. Great to see you. Great to meet you. And then we have Heavy Metal Magnet. I'd rather be magnet fishing instead of working. You're always welcome to work. He's a new dad. Busy and then some, but we love having. I can feel your presence. I can feel your presence.
Sugar Lab, hello.
400 AGL Mel, how are you? Howdy, Andrew and Bride. He always writes Bride because I understand Xenia's name is hard to remember to write. So.
Oh, hello, good to see you. Yeah, well, he asked me if he can call me a bride.
Yeah.
And I said yes. So.
My goatee is almost getting like your beard, except you got more fuller at the top. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
And Tina, we can call her Tina B, she says.
Thank you so much, Tina, because I feel so bad. Sorry about that. Mystic Mountain Forage, once again, there's another crazy channel guys I just met. Forging old school, amazing, love them. Can't say enough great things about them. And we were talking about facial hair. Who comes up next? But old car auto guy. He is working it and then some. Great to see you, my friend. And you're not old, by the way. You gotta get that out of there. The cars are old.
Mess8, hello. How are you doing? And Kikani, hello and welcome here.
Nomadic Bike, looking fantastic, my friend. Great to see you. Great to see you. He is one fantastic individual. We were just bragging him up this morning in Canadian Drone Hub. Love having you, man. You always make the place nice. And there is Lloyd, the grumpy vlogger, aka Pussycat. How you doing, Lloyd? Are you playing peekaboo? Good to see you. Thank you so much for the selfie. I love it. Great to see you. Hope all is well.
Bubbles Pleasant, welcome here. And Token778, welcome back.
Welcome. How you doing?
Seaway, hello. Drone Kings in Darwin, good morning.
We got Alex Burton in the house, guys. Too hot here, but watching Pusa Studios anyway. Much appreciation from Terra Firma. Love having you and Terra. Hope you're having a fantastic night. And we have Lakeshore Paranormal as well. Great to see you. What a great bunch of selfies tonight, guys. Great to see you all up here. Chilling after work. Well, we're honored that you chose to do that with us. Stingray Steve is in the house. Oh, look at that. Aww. Very cool. What a great shot. Look at that old Baldwin piano as well.
This is such an amazing shot.
Yep.
Aww, thank you for sharing that.
Make sure you keep that one. Keep it for you guys. That's a really awesome shot. JLA member. Jim, what's going on? Did this today. Now I can spend the night recovering with Pusa Studios Blue Wrench Group. Oh, you gave blood.
Yeah, blood donor. Well, that is amazing.
You're a hero, my friend. Anytime somebody gives blood, you're a hero. So, in my books.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. Those are so awesome. You guys are fantastic. I think it's just about time to jump down to business, guys. Let's discuss what we got going on here. Don't forget, guys, though, while you're doing that, if you can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe to see all that we do. You guys are a fantastic group of people and then some. Could you give...
Wifey and Mom, hello. How are you doing? And welcome here. Good to see you here. Hope you enjoy this. Princess Bloom. Simply Amaka, good evening. And welcome here as well. Dad Random is here. Pirate Dredger, hello. How are you doing? Sandy K, Colleen Channel, hello. Awesome. Well, lots of amazing people here and lots of stuff to discuss today.
Yep, it is time, guys. Let's get into it. Hope you guys are ready to have a chat. And remember, guys, we're here for a couple hours, so we're going to be taking questions. You can ask anything about us, about our channel. You ask about YouTube, shooting video, editing video, photography, tagging video, what's good clickbait, what isn't. I mean, the sky, YouTube is an endless array of questions, and they're all open here, whether you just got into it this week or you've been doing it for years. We don't have the answers. Most of the time, there is something in the chat. It's a very supportive group, guys, so don't feel shy to ask anything. We're all together. We're going to cover this stuff first, and then we'll get into that. So if you have questions, just kindly on any other topic, just save it till you're finished with this one, and then we'll get to it. So
in the meantime, if you do bring them in, don't forget to put at Puša Studio so
Yes.
I can see them and copy them over, and I will let you know if I notice them, so that we can get to them later on. Jim Tarakeri is in here, and Queen City Picker sent them here, so that is amazing.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you so much for doing it. That's awesome. Is that, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Bite me. Bite me. There you go, Lloyd.
Wandering Marine Veteran, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about.
I don't know if they want me for Governor West Haven. No, that's awesome, though. Thank you so much. I needed that tonight. That's a good one. Thank you so very much. Alrighty, guys. Oh, and Melissa Kelly, guys, I just got to say, great to see you. And there's one fantastically talented young lady. So if you haven't checked her out, man, she is talented.
No, me Piano's birthday today. So
Oh, yes. Sorry. Before
we get to the serious stuff, me Piano, are you in the chat? Because we'll wait till he's in the chat if it's not.
Exactly. You don't have to listen to us singing. Silver's Homestead, welcome. Great to see you in here. Let's get you a reg. You didn't miss anything. We're just going to get to it in a second. So you're on perfect time right now to join us. It's an honor to have you in here. Oh, no, Melissa, it's my pleasure. You're very talented. You'll be big one day, and I want everybody to say that they heard from you here. So,
Chico calls, hello.
And there are mean pianos in here, so.
There you go. Okay, guys, now you can plug your ears for a minute, run to get your coffee, and come back.
Why I say you're talented, Melissa, you're going to hear when we sing in a minute what makes you talented and what you do. All right?
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mean piano. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All
Happy
the best.
birthday. Considering that he is musically talented,
Yes.
I'm sure I have to plug ears.
Yes, I know. That is a terrifying rendition. Happy birthday. A gift nonetheless. Guys, throw out some emojis for me and Piano. Wish him a happy birthday. Doesn't really flow. Don't.
No, and we do apologize, but happy
That's
birthday
right.
nevertheless.
You gotta love youth honesty.
Oh my God.
Alrighty, guys. That's why we're not known as the singing channel. So, alrighty, guys. With that said, tonight was a little bit of the car veering off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, a little drunk at the wheel, but that's okay.
Well, we have 132 in the chat right now. That's all thanks to you, Leonard Shea. Hello.
Hey, Leonard.
So don't forget to share it out, and more the merrier. And we want more people to know what's going on with YouTube. There are some changes. We want to know, what do you think about it? And is it big, or is it as small as YouTube wants us to think?
That's right. B&O Doors is in here. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Okay, guys, we're jumping into it. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. Listen in, guys. Here is what's happening. Do we want to jump right to the screen? We'll talk about it first, I guess, and then show this after.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Whatever you want to do. It's all good.
There's typical wife answer right there. It's fine to the two questions. Alrighty, guys, here's what's going on. Here it is. It's been announced. That's right. Early heads up, abbreviated public subscriber counts across YouTube. What is happening? As of August, guys, of this year, all channels over 1,000 subscribers, the numbers will be rounded off. There will be no more having the actual number posted of what you have. Now, what that means is, and they had some great examples here, was say you have, here I'll go down to the examples because I'll just might as well use theirs. If a channel has 4,227 subscribers, the public subscriber count will read 4.2K until the channels reach 4,300. If a channel has 133,017, the channel will be marked at 133,000 until it hits 134. So that is going to go into effect in August. No more numbers unless they are under 1,000. Under 1,000, it's going to be business as usual for the time being. But over that, it is gone. And I think we all have an idea why this is happening. But whether good or for bad, whether right for wrong, that has been decided. And as I say, guys, it is an early heads up from YouTube. Here's a front from the Google support thread onto it. So this is going to change a lot of things, guys, and we all know what it means. You want to know why? Well, the first thing is it's very simple what they're trying to get rid of. Not just, I know a lot of people thinking, oh, it's like sub for sub, like PewDiePie versus T-Series and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. It's a big part of it, but they find too much that there's too many channels are doing that and taking on that. It's not just their competition that's causing it, it's the people daisy training off of all these competitions that's doing it has become a huge part. And that's why I brought that one up as an example. If you think back to not that long ago, the competition going on between T-Series and PewDiePie caused a run of channels to just run this day and night, 24 hours a day, streaming and streaming and streaming, all based on competition. And basically YouTube is saying that is not real content. You're just posting the numbers of somebody else, you're running 24 hours a day. And not just one channel's doing it, but thousands and thousands and thousands of channels are doing it. Once again, killing off the whole idea of what they've been trying to do since last year. I don't know if you guys remember, one of the questions I got asked if you come here regularly was, how do you see YouTube going? And I said I don't believe YouTube will be as recognizable coming out of 2019 as it was going in. And this is one of those things, and I think this is one of many to come. I think probably in the next month we're going to hear more stuff coming out that's going to be involving changes in YouTube and what is pushed as content for that. So,
yeah, so the one thing is that you will be able to see your own account, on your own account in YouTube Studio Beta, you will be able to see the exact count. So I see some of the comments here in the chat that says, can we take the echo off?
Oh yes, sorry, I forgot to do that. I apologize.
Some people in the chat as well, it's already working like that. Yes and no. In some places it has been, and yes, you have noticed some people, in some places for us it shows that we are at 8K, which I would say yay, although we're not.
Right.
Right? But the difference is that it's going to be all across the board everywhere, and the only place the exact count will be visible will be on your own YouTube analytics. So what it means that nobody else except for you is going to be able to see where exactly you are, including possibly not confirmed because they don't know it themselves yet, according to their own tweets, Social Blade or TubeBuddy. So as for now, we have been using Social Blade, TubeBuddy, and other third-party apps and websites to see what exact account does a person have. Well, with these changes, for now, you won't be able to see it. You will be able to see only the roundup one. So only you and you only in your analytics will be able to see the exact count. And that is a changer. It is a changer in a way that people won't be able to see if you're close to the milestone. Are you not? Are you saying the truth? Are you not? How close you are to the milestone? Are you the roundup number subscriber? None of that information is going to be available unless you reveal your own analytics. Really. And
Playworthy says the problem is YouTube sub count is always off. I always go by TubeBuddy or Social Blade. Well, funny you should mention that. Do you want to tell them a little bit about that, Xenia?
Well, yeah, there was a discussion about that on Twitter, and Social Blade first answered, well, you know, they have their separate API with YouTube, and it's not going to impact their analytics. But then I guess they took a look at that and said that it actually will impact them for now, and they're looking deeper into it. So for now, it looks like they're not going to be able to do anything about it. Hopefully by August, maybe they're going to figure something out. But as for now it stands, you won't be able to see the exact numbers using Social Blade. TubeBuddy, I have been silent. I tweeted at them earlier today. They haven't answered yet, and they haven't come out with anything official. They have just added that option as a new add-on for their app. So I don't know what they are gonna do, but really it also applies to third-party apps. So it's not only across YouTube, it's also using any third-party apps to detect it.
Above and beyond, exactly. vidIQ is all of those third-party
Yep.
ones as well. It's if the gates are closed for them, then the gates are closed. And I would be very surprised in the end if YouTube is going to let them have access to it. I mean, if the whole point of what they're doing is, and I mean, YouTube is notorious for not wanting people to leave the platform in any shape or form. I'd be very, very, very surprised to see them allowed to keep it going. So. And I know some are saying that too, and I mean, I see comments like, it's good in some ways because we can focus more on content. Yes, but if you were to compare channels to like a brick and mortar store, as you grow, you expand the store, it gets bigger, or you open up new locations, you do more promotion, stuff like that. You have ways of working your growth to show, because I mean, that's the whole point of it, is as you grow is to get to be able to use it more to do what you do. So if you take it, on here, you can't do that. And that's great for like huge channels right now that, Casey and I says, I mean, they're going to get by. They're not going to fall, and the numbers will still be here. But the worry is sometimes too that they might get rid of it altogether. And that's a stepping stone. And then none of it exists anymore. And the choice there. I also agree with Cardoso Media and a bunch that said too, I don't know why they're not focusing, because they said they were going to, on the dislike button. I don't know why they were braver to put this one out, but not the dislike that they're supposed to handle. Because that is in talks right now to either get rid of it, which I wish they would do, or B, you could have the dislike button, but you're going to have to do like a 3 drop-down menu or something, choices. Therefore, it won't work with bots anymore, which, to my point, I think was a huge problem. A lot, though, was triggered, mostly, that's been coming for a while, was everybody on the run. Because it didn't just happen with T-Series and PewDiePie. That's the poster child for it. It's happened ever since. What's that? Tati and...
James Charles.
James Charles. I mean, everybody's on the bandwagon. They're getting views from it. But, this is what YouTube didn't want to happen,
There's lots of channels that are doing the live streams and videos, doing the live sub count. You have seen that, the comparison with PewDiePie and T-Series and all of that. There have been channels that have been growing solely on that content alone. And I think it is in part, as what you were saying, is trying to eliminate that kind of content that really, is not a content, so to say.
They did this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the things that they are going to be eliminating. And really, that's not going to be able to do anymore if they're going to completely exclude Social Blade as well,
Guys, this started it already, like when the duplication law came. Why did they do that? Because of getting rid of live streams that were going over and over and over. Most of these things all fall down to one thing, is overly exaggerated time live streams. That most of all these things that have been happening are geared at those first and foremost. But remember, it's nothing, the algorithm is black and white, but all of us get caught in the gray area. No matter what we're doing, somebody's going to get hit by it. But that's the main thing of what they're going for. What's a PewDiePie?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Google it.
Yes, that's a very one. By moments, one of the biggest YouTuber in the world.
Yeah, well, the T-Series back and forth.
Yeah, that's why I say by the moments.
Yeah. Well, the other thing about that is that YouTube likes to show signs, okay? It likes to show signs all across with its changes without saying directly what is really going on. And one very subtle thing that was going on, and we have mentioned that a couple of times, that was going on was that at the end, when you do have those suggested videos, the whole window comes with suggested videos. It used to be that you were able to see the titles and thumbnail. Well, as of I think a month or so, you are not able to see any more titles. You only see thumbnails, okay? Sign, your thumbnail is more important than your title, okay? And with this one here, and yes, it goes together with the video that everybody is talking about from Veritasium. So your subscriber count importance getting minimized in the eyes of YouTube, and that's basically the sign for it. Instagram has talked about hiding their follower publicly. Twitter have talked about that before. Well, I think YouTube kind of is halfway taking that on. But by doing that, showing you that the subscriber count is not the most important metric there. And yes, the CPR or click-through rate, thumbnail, title, all of that we're going to get into through tonight is the things that you should be thinking about more than your sub count.
They're trying to take away inflation on your channel. They're really pushing more content. And guys, there is a common theme to all this as well, and as Xenia brought up, on the other platforms doing it too. YouTube is on a mission this year to clean up its platform, to get rid of things that can be used for bullying, all those things like that, including numbers. They're taking away a lot of that status, putting it back more in the creator's hands. So at first it sometimes might bother some. I mean, that's exactly where they're trying to go with it. There's many, you got to realize the push they're getting, guys. We're uploading videos all the time, and 1080 is the regular, and more 4K and in between. That stuff's got to sit there somewhere. I know I say, it doesn't matter what the advertisers, where it's supposed to be creative. But in the end of the day, somebody's got to pay the bills to store all this stuff. They just have no choice over the matter. They've got to clean it up here. So
yeah,
the content is going to be pushed really hard, guys. And they know they know the right places to start eating away at. That's getting rid of the most problematic content on YouTube. Let's just say it that way, but it affects everybody. So we have to work with them or leave the platform. We don't have any contracts with them. Whether we like it or not, they aren't changing a thing for us. And we'll say sometimes, it's not fair, and I'm a YouTuber, and I'm doing all this stuff. Imagine when you're one of the big channels that we're usually taught to hate on to. Imagine when you're one of them and you have, you built yourself up. I'm not talking Will Smith or anything. And they have 4, 5, 6 million subscribers, people on payroll, all these things. They don't have a contract either, and that can be all gone tomorrow, and that has happened. So it's one of those platforms that we'll tell you guys, this is a good practice to do right now, and 4 months later come back and say the opposite, because they can do that. And the same as these new rules that are coming in. And I say prepare yourself, guys, because I do believe there's many more to come. I really believe YouTube is going to change so much by the end of 2019. Not it's going to be a whole new platform, but the way we are on here is going to be completely different. And they're closing a lot of fences that they opened up a lot themselves last year. I'll say for the record.
Yeah,
they created a lot of their own problems.
Yes, they're putting out the fire that they put up there last year was 4,000, 1,000 because people started to run onto the milestones. Watch hours, sub counts, trying to see each and every one sub drop or gain. Obviously, that's exactly what was going on as a result of it, and they're trying to get rid of it right now as part of it.
Yep.
You're still going to be able to see yours, but the thing is, nobody else's, and if people, it prompts people to subscribe or not to subscribe if they see the exact count more than if it's just an average. Right now, for example, you would see that ours is at 8K, although it's not, right? Yep. And it is a huge difference.
Exactly.
If between 7,600 as we have now or 8K, you still have 400 to go. And especially it is important when you do have milestones like 10,000, like 100,000, when you get your play button and things like that, it's gonna slow down the growth. I personally think it's gonna slow down the growth of subscribers because it's not gonna be as visible up into the faces of viewers.
Without a doubt. And also you're gonna hold a lot longer onto, like you said, then we're gonna mark us at 8K even though we aren't.
Yep.
And we still have to get all the way up into the higher ones to be able to hit 8.5.
Yep.
So you're just sitting there, it looks like you're dormant, and it's it's too bad, but
they want to defocus us from sub count to the content, but that really is not true either, because the way their analytics and their algorithm works now, it's not really about content. If you look for the trending topics in YouTube, I wouldn't say that everything is about content. It is about clickbait. It is about drama. It is about what going on hot and heavy right now, and very little about the quality of the content.
Yeah.
So, if somebody says, well, now YouTube is going to focus on content, well, I wouldn't agree with that too much. It's going to be a lot about how you can present your work, how you can let people know what it is about, maybe lie about it, maybe half telling the truth. It's going to be a whole bunch of changes coming out of it, and YouTube presented as just a tiny little change. Although it's not, it actually will impact a lot in the future.
One thing you learn about big business, if they make something sound tiny, usually it's not. They don't want to bring out the fanfare. They don't want you to even really notice it until it's too late. So here it's we're gonna have to roll with it, guys. I mean, what else of the choice do we have? But yeah.
What do you guys think? Let
I'm
us
curious.
know in the chat. What do you think about it?
And some people really like, so it's like versus subcount versus content. I've had my opinion on that all along, that they work hand in hand. I don't like this. I'm a Picasso, and I don't like this sub to me. I truly believe there's a middle ground that a lot of people just aren't seeing in all of this. Is that it's just as you have to grow. You have to. I've never seen a store say, "Well, listen, guys, but I want to buy a hamburger." No. We've sold enough hamburgers. We're good. We're okay. I mean, you want to grow, but you can't be just throwing them out and throwing the buns with no burgers in them just to say that you sold another hamburger. I mean, listen, Jesse, I feel for you, and I don't want to seem rude, but we don't want drama in here at all in any shape or form. And I see you're getting close. I'm worried about naming names on top of that. That certainly we don't want. I feel for you if you want to talk in general later on about it. Everybody's here, but no drama, please.
Keep it positive.
Yeah.
And I see, content is everything. Like I said, it's not. There is lots of, unfortunately, there's lots of content that has almost no subscribers, no views, no watch time, and it's amazing. Like, there's some of the things that we find is genius, but it's never going to make up to the top, 1 percentile of the YouTube. It's not clicky. Right?
Yeah.
It's not presented maybe the way that YouTube want it to be presented. So it's not about content. You can have, as Andrew said, Picasso painting there, and nobody's gonna care because it's not presented in the right way. So no, it's not all about content. Unfortunately, that's not what it means.
Yep.
Proper FPV, hello, how are you doing?
Hope you're doing well. West Haven, always drama, money, life. Yeah, exactly. But that stuff's going to be chopped away at, guys. Because always remember, that stuff always ties into the drama sector in some shape or form. They'll never get rid of everything. It's impossible. I mean, it's just too much. But it can guarantee a very short shelf life onto it, and more chances for channels to be shut down for doing it, and all these type of things. They are going out, guys. They've literally had enough of it. And you can just tell by what they're doing here today, and many of the other things they talked about, and they're all re-implementing. I believe if they have already been switched over to the beta platform by now, and that was running okay, which we'll never say perfect in the YouTube world, I would think we would be getting a lot more of these things right now than we are. It's just their resources are stretched so thin that it's not happening quite as fast as they would like it to do. But they want a certain thing out of all of it.
I'm afraid that soon, like in a year or two, YouTube is going to become what it tried to run away from. It's soon in the summer. It's going to also start implementing the new advertising system, guys. I don't know if you have heard it, so listen carefully. You know how 10,000 subs get their merch shelf underneath? Well, now Google decided to have their own advertising space right there underneath, like where your merch shelf would be, will be Google product advertising. No matter you want it or not, it's just going to be there.
Yep.
So at the end of it all, there's the perfect YouTube video is going to be with a clickbaity thumbnail, some kind of dramatic title, banner advertising on top, ads in the middle, in the beginning, at the end, and then permanent Google product advertising at the bottom. Like, it's basically is going to be a LA strip.
Yep.
In neon. That's
exactly
what they're going for.
You're going to feel like you're in the middle of Vegas at 2 a.m. That's what they're going to give it the look of.
Yeah,
that's right, Tompkins. That's very true. It is that is what it's going to be happening. So get ready for it. because it is coming to a channel near you very, very soon. So, guys, that's why it's so important right now. Truth be told, here we go, guys. We do everything on here. And I get the nights that spin the wheel, and I'll bring somebody out, and they're like, no. They're writing in the chat, do not look at my channel. Don't. Just give me some subscribers, because when I hit 1,000, man, things are going to rocket. YouTube is gunning after that stuff, guys. I mean, you do not have to be Steven Spielberg on here, but they're going to be looking for content. And once they start doing this, you might get to 1,000 quickly, but 1,000 could also be the point where you fall off the face of the earth, too.
Yes.
That's the biggest part of it. And that's, okay, well, you got 1,000. And now you got to try and find 4,000 hours of watch time. And if they're doing this, there'll be no running these marathon live streams all the time to do them, because they're clamping down. More and more guys, those are getting nailed. They're getting nailed. Very
Urban
few.
Silver Stacking, thank you
so much, Team Pusa. You're so freaking good to us. It's incredible. Thank you.
It would be shocking if YouTube returned to the broadcast yourself focus, but I agree, more ads are coming. And yes, the new feature that I just mentioned will give partly some revenue to the creator as well. So it's not like they're just sticking it there. It's going to be part of the AdSense as well. But again, it's going to be pennies on the dot, the same as it is with AdSense right now.
No retirement plan. There'll be no 401k coming out of it.
And unless you are in millions of subscribers, you're not really going to retire from it, that's for sure. So it is becoming harder and harder to grow.
No problem.
It's becoming harder and harder to be real.
Yep.
And not to lie to your viewers about what your content is about. So at least to get that click through. It's hard. It's like the fun is being sucked out of it. Yes, Tina B. And you guys mentioned in the chat, there is a new survey on YouTube Studio Beta. So please make it count. Thank you so much. Fill out the survey that is up on top of your YouTube Studio Beta. One of the questions is about some of these changes, monetization and things like that. So hopefully they listen to some of it, although who knows. And we still keep we're gonna remember that it is a free platform for now. It is a free platform. We gotta appreciate that, but there are still some things, of course, that we would like to not change, at least.
Sorry guys, I had missed a couple of them. I'm just gonna go to Drone Kings here. I want to do live streams to build my confidence with being in front of a camera. And audience watch time is secondary. Remember, guys, most laws come out, and you're in the drone community, great example. Do 98% of the people that fly drones go and fly them in front of a jet airplane when it's about to take off? No. But you know what it is? It's always a minority that ruins it for the majority. So let's call it for what it is. That's exactly it. So, there's nothing wrong with doing the live stream stuff. We're a live stream channel. We can't really pick too much, I don't think. It's just keeping it honest content. That's what they got to do. It's got to get away more from I don't know where my phone is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm out here and and then the dog taking a shit behind him and all that stuff. YouTube is just sick of it. And you know what? Most of the audience is just sick of it as well. And that's what's happening like that. Live streams need to become official shows, guys. That's something, if we're going to add any legitimacy to all that what we do on here, it really, really needs to take on legitimacy. It needs to be actual shows the same way as a video. Nobody would put up a video for 3 hours. Yeah, and the dog. Nobody would do that because they would be embarrassed by the time they're watching the film back. Who's going to watch it? Nobody. But for some reason, when it goes to live stream, it sounds like a brilliant idea all the time. So that's something to really consider. So 9 more days till my new drone, the drone laws come into play. Yes, exactly, Cardoso. I got to do a...
I also want to mention that a lot of people are still not putting their input into thumbnails. Yep. Just a freeze frame from whatever YouTube generates automatically, and they just leave it up there. And then the question is, well, I have 2,000 subscribers, but my views are like 10, 15. Nobody's watching me. My content is boring. Well, this is the last call to action to learn how to do your thumbnails properly before this comes into action on August 30th, guys. You have a couple months to learn how to do this, because after that, it's not gonna matter if you have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You will need something for people to click on, and if it's some kind of half of the elbow, or corner of your bedroom with the dust bunnies in it because it happened to be the freeze frame, it's not gonna work.
But coffee, you're doing something about it. That's the main thing. I know you're following, like you say, but at least you're doing something about it. So that's the main thing. JC Coined Rings, thank you so much for. Thank you for this platform. I'm glad Urban Silver Stackers introduced me. We're on. Well, it's very great to have you in here, JT. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for the super chat. That's very kind of you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Do appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much.
So guys, that's a bit of enticement for. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a big difference, because I seen something a while ago. I think it was Cardoso Media said people like to see that number change when they click on it. It's not just for the creator. It's also for the end user as well. That tactile feel won't feel like they're making such a difference when they do it. It's going to be a whole mental play in the thing. It's just digital pixels, all of them. But in the end, it's still clicking on a button. It's still a reaction. It gives that sense of it. And it is going to be interesting to see how people react to it.
And, the other thing that have been brought up on Twitter in this discussion as well is how YouTube is basically dehumanizing each and every subscriber. Because, for us, each subscriber is a person. There's a person behind it clicking that button, and it's important, each and every one of you. Well, by rounding up or downsizing, it kind of makes it less important. It's like, well, it doesn't matter if person has 400 more or less subscribers, but it's 400 more or less actual people. So in that, and that was a huge debate on Twitter as well about that, how YouTube actually is dehumanizing the subscriber count, and therefore again getting back to the thing of not importance of the subscriber numbers. How actually it is unimportant. But I feel that too. I feel that it kind of deletes the importance of actual people pressing the buttons. It is kind of a little bit hurtful, almost like I feel when I think about it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about it? How does that make you feel when you just basically get downsized?
Herbert, I think that is coming. I'm surprised they are not charging for space to store your videos to show how serious.
We have talked about that before.
I brought up a very controversial thing last fall, and I still like bringing it up. I wanted people. I love when you can get something out there that makes people think, and it became one. I think there's two things that I really did that with. One was when I got people to question about the term community by saying I wouldn't use it anymore, and I was very honored that people mulled it over and thought about it because it made them rethink. The other one was when I put up to people, if YouTube offered the chance to pay $500 or $1,000 a year, entrance fee, you make at least 20 videos or so, you get auditioned by them, and if they accept you, right away you start competing with channels that are higher up, say in the 5,000 to 10,000 range versus just from the beginning. Would you do it? And that was the same thing as well, like another way of kind of jumping the queue, if you want to say. And I was curious to hear everybody's answers, some for, some against, all different reasons for it. Some said it should be monthly. Why I said the one-time fee was like when you start a business, put some skin in the game, not make it so easy but nothing unobtainable, So there is, and I think things are going to be coming like that. That's why I brought it up, because I do think ideas like that are going to be brought up from YouTube. I see them coming. There's all kinds of ways to make money. Look at what they do with super chats. We were just talking about that last night. We don't get ripped off in our channel. I do when I'm giving a super chat. And the same as all you people out there I feel bad for, not us, because of what they charge. It's not me losing the money. It's you guys what they charge when they do it. There's been 2 years that they've really been trying to make up for lost time. And like Xenia was telling you guys about the Google advertising and all these things and that. It is just the beginning. There's much, much more to come. So,
yes, they do sell ads, ask questions, and they have done that before. But for example, VMO, that was a free platform before, it actually was before YouTube providing possibility of 4K videos. That was the first place where you could see the high def videos. It was free, and now it's charging for being able to use it. Of course, this is just us talking. It's not based on anything whatsoever. It's just as creators, we're thinking about more and more places that are charging. And yes, there may be a limit, you can upload, 10 videos and the rest you'll have to pay for. I don't know. Well, nobody does. and maybe it's not going to happen next year, but they still want to earn money. They are going to be doing lots of things that are going to become free. So in turn, they will have to hike up the revenue somehow. Like their premiere, YouTube premiere is gonna fade off by 2020. You're gonna be able to see all your shows that you had to pay for free. But who is gonna pay for it?
And I still don't say that's gonna last very long. That's just to take a big stab at trying to take more of a chunk out of Netflix and that. I still think that's gonna be a temporary one, but I want to, just because we have a lot of new people in here, guys, just to bring you up to speed, what we're discussing tonight is this announcement. And it's not a big announcement, guys. They let it out as they always do with a little heads up. Abbreviated subscriber amounts on channels. So in short, what that means is starting in August, if you are under 1,000, it's going to show your numbers the same it's been doing all along. Once you hit 1K, the numbers start getting abbreviated. And here are some examples of it. If a channel has 4,227 subscribers, the public will see 4.2 until the channel reaches 4.3. If a channel has 133,017, the public subscriber count will be 134 until 133 until the channel reaches 134. So that means no exact numbers anymore, rounded off. And they did this here kind of just faintly, as I can't stress enough, but not faintly enough that people didn't see it and hit Twitter and stuff like that. But it definitely didn't come out with a great big bang, of course, because they're not hoping everybody will see this for a while, so they can kind of handle the fires that come with it, I would say, up until they got to head it face on.
Yeah, Jedi Balloon Master. Yes, they have had it in different places every so often, but you still were able to see it. As we said, the main difference is going to be that you are going to be the only person that are going to be able to see in your analytics of YouTube Studio Beta your actual count. Nobody else, nowhere else, including Social Blade, TubeBuddy, vidIQ, as for now, according to themselves, and TubeBuddy haven't released anything, but as for now, nowhere else. Like Social Blade, where all of us used to refer to the sub counts, that's not going to be available. So nobody,
Will says, just-in-time prepping, there's a web address you can go to where you can see your channel videos, and it's not on YouTube. Oh, there's lots of them.
Oh, yes.
Once you put stuff on YouTube and you start searching for those individual videos especially, you're not going to believe where they've ended up.
One way of having a little bit less of that, you can actually disable embedding of your videos when you in your advanced section of the video or the live stream. So that might reduce the possibility of that, but it's not foolproof.
Not foolproof by any sense of the word. They mass down. I mean, there's, you're fighting a losing battle. But the thing about most of them, for the most part, they don't get as much coverage unless it's something hugely viral. Not that it's a good thing they're doing it, but you got to pick and choose your battles.
And starting August 30th, West Haven. They need to make people feel valued. Well, yes, and they kind of do, and they kind of don't. They do one step ahead and two back. There's lots of good things here, and we still are able to do in majority of time what we want. And I think in the meantime, we kind of want even more than they give us. But you get used to the way things are, and then when they change, then you kind of don't feel as valued anymore.
Eastad, you have a fantastic, nice story. I know what you're scared. Like I said, next time I'm lurking, I'm definitely going to come in and say hi. But it was nice to come in. Thank you so much for that. So.
Johnny Patton, hello, thank you so much. Crowchick, no, it is not necessarily a bad thing. Somebody might embed your video in the blog. The thing is that also these third-party sites that are from different other
Have a good night,
SoCali. Is what makes it so bad that it's found all over the place where it shouldn't be found. YouTube only cares about those huge YouTubers that bring them a lot of revenue in ads. Well,
have a good night. Ask questions. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, there's just a couple of them where the screen's fading out. I just wanted to say bye. So,
is there an app that shows you who subscribes you? No. Yes and no.
Yeah.
There are apps that claim to do that, but in reality, no, because YouTube also doesn't show you exactly who subscribes to you. That's what we talked about that before already, that you might say, well, I subscribe, no, but it doesn't show up or whatever else, It really randomly shows you it on subscriber page and randomly sends you an email of notification. Not for everybody who has public subscriber counts. It actually sends you that. So
have a good night, Tina B. Enjoy your wine with the hubby. Thank you so much for coming. And Nero's shaking his head. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's got to remember that those big YouTubers started as little YouTubers. Exactly. Thank you, Crohn's Chick. Appreciate that. That's exactly what I want to tell everybody. Pick your favorite YouTuber right now, your big ones. Take everybody in this channel. Well, you can still see their subscribers. At one point, they had the exact same number as each one of us here. They didn't come in with 1 million. I call ourselves a couple, as I always call them, the boy band ones that were set up for it, but almost the majority of them. And yes, even Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, Linus Tech Tips, Unbox Therapy, Tati, all these names like that, they built their name up in here. So, and that's gonna be hard, guys. It's gonna be a new frontier without that. Well, for a lot of us that come in, it's gonna be a real game changer. They're not fooling around with that one. It is gonna make a difference in all of our time here on YouTube. What are you saying about thumbnail? Georgia Knight Rider asked. Thumbnails are very important now more than ever, because up until recently, when you had suggested videos at the end of a video, they had the title underneath. The title is gone now, so everything rests upon your thumbnail, attracting people to go to the next, to click onto it. So they are really, really, really important. I started at 1 million and I'm slowly shaving them off. Cardoso. YouTube occasionally sends subscribers. YouTube occasionally sends subscriber count.
Yeah, what I meant is not all channels with public subscriber counts who subscribe to you are actually shown on your subscribed channel list or are sent as an email notification. It randomly does it. For some it doesn't, for some it does. So you don't have your actual people with public subscriber counts available. It's only for YouTube available.
I seen a Joe's comment, unless you're Peter McKinnon. Well, yeah, but I mean, Peter worked his way. I mean, he worked hard. He got up there fast, but I mean, he had good content. He earned it. He's kind of, I always say, he's kind of like, he reminds me of Bon Jovi all the time of the 80s. He struck it hard. He was original at the time. And, I always said that the day that he got shouted out by Casey Neistat, well, yeah, he grew a lot, but I mean, he had the talent to back it up. I mean, Casey's shouted out channels before that get a big bump, nowhere near what he's got. And then, the next 3 videos wind down, and by then they're almost back to where they started, because there just wasn't enough keeping them going. All the shout-outs in the world, all the great stuff, it's great. It helps entirely if you have stuff that can keep people coming back. What do you recommend for making thumbnails? Oh, funny you should ask.
Well, there are different ways of doing it, and lots of people are using different things. We mainly use Photoshop, just because we're more acquainted to it. Well, Andrew does. He makes most of the thumbnails. But if you are not into Photoshop, that Canva is really something that we have been suggesting, and lots of people have really great feedback from it as well. It's available on your desktop or iOS and Android. There are free versions and paid versions. The free version is more than enough as well. It's very intuitive, very user-friendly. It's already sized for what you need for YouTube, so you can go and check that out. Where do you get this information on YouTube? Well, you gotta follow all of the places that they are on social media, including their YouTube forum, YouTube Academy, all of their Twitter accounts, all of their YouTube accounts, and then community forums as well. So keep an eye on everything, and that's why we say we do the work for you, so you don't have to.
And guys, I give hats off to Xenia on that one, because she does a ton of research on that kind of stuff, like way more than I do. That's her. She's the investigative journalist of the family.
Well, it's like a stock market. You always have to look out to see what's going on at any given time.
I do my thumbnails in Final Cut Pro after I edit my videos. Drone King says that's awesome. As long as I don't know the format, I haven't used Final Cut in a long time, but I'm assuming there must be something that exports it. As long as they're high res, that's the main thing. Make sure they're going out at high res, and try to avoid just a screenshot. Get some action in there, play with them some. A screenshot is a screenshot, and today packaging is everything, guys. Think of your channel like you're going into a video game store, or years ago when you rented DVDs and stuff. It's the image that draws you in first. Your thumbnails are crucial, not to be taken lightly. It's always good to see you, Willie Will, as well. By the way, great to see you.
The Huntsman is here. Only thing that makes people come back to my channel is my charming personality and wicked good looks. I'm like 20% stud and 80% muffin. Well, Well, the huntsman, one of our past guests. Hello.
Oh my god.
Good to see you. Pixie Lab works for mobile. Yes. Herbert T says, I think live streams that are unattended, no host, should get a strike, be suspended from live for 30 days, and lose all the watch time for the stream. They actually are against the community guidelines. It depends if they are flagged and what kind of content they have when there is no host. So unattended live streams are against the rules because they can be trolled, and therefore you kind of leave your it's like leaving the door open to your car, right? You can get a fine for that. Did you know that? Or a house, that's exactly what it is. It is against the community guidelines, but obviously not everybody can spot them. Okay, and it also depends what is running at the same time, and just because somebody is not in your screen doesn't mean it's against the rules. It really depends on the context. What are they running? If it's just the couch, empty couch for 4 hours, that's probably not gonna run well, know.
Have a good night, Joe. Much love to you, buddy. Be well.
Thank you.
It was great having you in. Thank you guys so much, guys. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. Man, it's just flying by in here tonight. What a great turnout, guys. It's nice to see so many people caring about what they do on here. It really is heartwarming all the time. I got to say, that's what I love about Tech Talk Tuesday. Honey Lot, Pusa Studios, you guys have been a true blessing. The asthma has me down, but love you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope things get better soon. Many prayers and love for you.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Thank you so much.
Meditation lamp videos are off limits. Well, you see, it depends how you package it. If you put it in the description and that's what it is about, then it's fine. It's context. But if it's, one thing in a title and description and then it just runs against the black screen, well, it's something completely different. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, please put it in the chat at Push Studio so I can see it.
Guys, here, we're going to have a little heart-to-heart. I'm going to talk to you for a second, okay? There we go. Let me turn off the music for a second. I usually don't do that. Okay, guys. Here is the short on... Here, you can come a little bit closer. Let's get in here. Alrighty. I'm going to turn my microphone so I'm looking right. Here it is in a nutshell, guys. You do not, as I always say, have to be Steven Spielberg. But you have to understand where YouTube is going with all this. Anything that somebody's not putting in to make good original content, and yes, you can make good original content on live streams. I like to think that we're one of those many, many, many examples out here. And that's been a mission of Xenia and I since we started to, once we got in to realize that we were going to do live streams. We made a pact to ourselves that unless we can put the same kind of work into it we do into our photography or videography, we weren't going to do it. Whether it's live streams, videos, whatever you do, you need to step up your game. Thumbnails, tags, description, everything. Everything is going to have to be key. That is why all these things are happening, to push people to really put their best foot forward in the end. That's the simplest answer out of all of it. YouTube shot themselves in the foot and they have only themselves to blame. Okay? I'll be the first to say that. I hate the 1K, 4K with such a passion for that exact reason. Because all good intentions aside, it was not put out properly. It created a gold rush and a mentality that was a good amount of YouTubers, not all, please no, I'm not saying this to all YouTubers, that there was a pot of gold waiting after that number was passed. And it's not. And most of us know that. And most that came in thinking that by now know that. But in the meantime, created a lot of bad channels. And you can check just by going to your homepage and hitting subscriptions and see what's running 24 hours a day. Is nothing more than a lot of them just standing there holding a cell phone with a bunch of dirty laundry behind them, telling the kids to shut up while they sit there and have this kind of semi-chat. It is done, guys. The writing is on the wall. And I get that all the time when I'm reviewing channel. I get some amazing channels. You see this big stink I make out of so many of you guys. Because I truly believe you guys are the cream of the crop. Proof it's in Tech Talk Tuesday because it's not really a network stream. People are still coming in. That people really want to go an extra bit with their channel. Not just subscribe, but actually learn something on top. It's got to change because if you don't, YouTube is going to roll right over you. That's simple. It's the no candy coating it. That's what's happening in the world of YouTube right now. So you can do it. You all have the talent to do it. And if there's something you're missing, say, okay, well, I'm not good with an about section. Get a friend to write it. I'm not so good with, I can shoot great video, I'm great editing, but I'm not so good in thumbnails. Get somebody to help you make a decent template. As long as you get a good template, then you can add in your screenshots and at least give them some dimension to them. But YouTube is cracking down, and I do not think for a second that this is the last thing that's going to be quietly brought out into here. But they've had enough of it. They've had enough of it, and I always pick on them. But when I say that the T-Series PewDiePie, I'm not picking on their channels. I'm picking on what's been going on, the 24-hour-a-day streams, and the sub me back, sub me 24, sub me this, sub me that. They've had it. They've had it. It looks bad for them. It backfires every time, and they end up in the Wall Street Journal. Because it's not just those type of channels, but it's all the other ones it's all the other stuff that gets drug into it as well. And that's what's got to end. And this is not me saying that I have a problem with it, you got to stop it. I'm saying if you want to have anything on YouTube, because they're taking away anything else pretty much to rely on to. So it is getting close to the sink or swim. And I don't think you want to wait till that last moment when you're bobbing in the deep end, because then sometimes it's just too late to get it back. So this is not patronizing. This is not a crystal ball. This is just by looking what they've been doing and seeing where things are going. That's as simple as that. I've been removing checkmark answers instead of somebody taking the time to say they joined somebody's channel and talk to them properly. Why? Because we know as well, we've been quite strong in that, and we've got strong over the last 4 months. Some people have left because they don't like that we do it. But I want to be on here longer than that and not just live for the moment and please a couple of people so they don't get mad at me. The writing's on the wall, folks. YouTube is done pissing around with this stuff. They don't want just a blank screen for hours. They don't want nobody there or an image rolling continuously for 12 hours. YouTube is very well versed in live streams to know that there's no kind of content that can entertain somebody for 12 hours unless it's the odd one at a sporting event or some gigantic event they're doing coverage onto. You can't fool them. Any of us that think we're pulling the wool over YouTube's eyes is setting ourselves up for one hell of a big drop when it hits. So, to each their own. And once again, this is not me saying somebody should do something. I'm saying what's going on and whether we want to get caught in the mess or not. We do network stream, and I'm quite proud of them because you know what? We turn them into a full-on show. We got the wheel, there's the tips going. It's a mixture of everything. We could have done that, and anybody who knows us or seen what we've had some pretty good numbers of people in. We could have cut out the middleman and just said, let's do it. Let's go. But we're all going to have to find something that makes us stand out here. And that's the next part, guys, is originality, guys. Originality. Originality is going to be key. It's pretty much all been done on here. Unless you start thinking outside the box and start really bringing yourself into it and finding new ways to get your message out there that you stand out from the crowd. Because I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's just carbon copy over and over and over and over again. You guys got voices. You guys got talent. You guys are the bravest son of a bitches going because, the easy way is to go hang out on Facebook and leave a long-ass winded message here and there and a thumbs up and a heart. You guys, this is not social media, and you guys make sure of that by creating content. It's a lot of work being on here. I'm a mechanic and I want to start making a channel. Well, that's great. You probably work 40 hours a week. You're lucky if you can get 15 hours a week in your own personal garage, and now you've decided to pick up a camera, learn how to do that. Now I got to learn how to make a thumbnail. Great. What program do I use? Canva's a good one. Okay, now I got to learn Canva. What's this thing about tags? What? Now I got to learn how to research tags. Now I got to write an about section. Now I got to do this. Now I got to go meet other channels. It's unbelievable. My hat's off to all of you. You guys are brave. You guys are smart. You guys can do anything because you know why? You came here and chose to do this. So you're already over that hump. But where you choose to go with it from this point on is really going to start deciding your fate on this platform. Because it is coming, and it's not me, Xenia, or anybody in this chat deciding it. It's YouTube just saying, we made a big mistake, but as a big company, we'll never admit to it in 1,000 years, but now we have to clean it up. So Once again, we're caught in the smoke. Yes, once again, we're going to pay for other people's mistakes, but that happens everywhere in life. Like I brought up with the drone a while ago. Most people never flown one at a jet leaving an airport, but because a couple of idiots do, we all pay for it. But I want to see you guys on YouTube. I've been in this, a year and a couple months since we got back into it. I went back to one of my earlier videos. It's sickening how many people haven't done a video in 8 months because they got tired of being on here, that they don't want to be on here anymore, that they hate it, that it was too much work. And I understand it's not for everybody. You get on, you try, you do it. But I mean, I was shocked to see comments under my videos and going and looking back and seeing 6 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. So you guys are pretty cool for doing what you're doing. I am really, really impressed with you guys. And I just want you guys to make sure you know where that you're well informed, and that's what we try to do here all the time, so you can make the right choice for your channel. And don't just take us. You guys can find all this information too, and you can find stuff that you can bring back to us. And if you ever do, please do. We'd love to hear it from you, because knowledge is key on this, guys. They don't give a lot out. This wasn't some big fanfare and videos and all over CNBC about what happened. Just looking through threads and taking on what a couple of people said. So you really got to have your eyes and ears opened out here, guys, because it changes constantly. So it's the best advice I can give you. And I mean that, because I want you guys, if you guys want to be here, I want you to be here for as long as you want to be here. And I'm looking through all these channel names. I can see them going up. Guys, you have so much talent. You guys came here to do something. Don't lose sight of what your channel was meant to be. And I'm going to say this. If you're going to do live streams, yes, everybody says, oh, they're good for watch time. They are if you have something to offer. Be original and take what you do and incorporate that into that live stream. That's what live streams were made for originally, was to enhance what people did to create. And even if you change and go all into live streams, what you do into it, keep that goal in mind. Don't lose sight of the story you came here to tell. And people will say, well, I miss the train videos that Andrew used to do and stuff like that. Well, I miss them too, but I also do a lot of that for work. This was nice to play with. But our background kind of leads into what we're doing now. I mean, the marketing side. I've been doing graphics since I studied in 2000, but even before, it's kind of a natural progression that we could go into something like that. But if you're going to be a mechanic channel, you start doing lives, become like, I always bring it up, guys. Canadian Drone Hub is a great example of, it became more of a community pylon for all the other droners to meet, but also opening up what they do to other people. Kind of like a Venus flytrap. And sometimes they go off topic. You don't have to be a mechanic 24 hours. Everybody has interests. They're not always. Mechanics don't just talk about being a mechanic 24 hours a day. They like model trains. They might like knitting. They might like whatever it is they do. And that's okay. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. Just because you're a mechanic, you can talk about the weather or the game last night or stuff like that. But focus on making that channel interesting based on what your niche is. Don't lose sight of that. Because then you're throwing it all away, all the other work you did, or the drive that got you to come here. For the sake of a couple more views and minutes, you're not covering it anymore. And I do feel bad sometimes. I see some of them doing that, and I'm like, I feel bad because I wonder if they go back tomorrow, what they were doing. Can they get back? Is it possible? Is it reachable? I see some that have really wild live streams, and they have a good discipline of not doing them more than maybe once a week or something like that, and they're still uploading content. I love it. I really do. It's very easy to get sucked into a lot of things in here. But in the end, is it worth it? Is that what you came for? So I just want to say that to you guys, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I think for Xenia both of us on that one. It's not going to be preaching all night, but I just really wanted to say that because that's where a lot of these rules are coming into play. And I just don't want to see you guys' channel in a mess through all of it. I really, really don't. So please keep your eyes open. Listen, not just from us, but anywhere you can get information. Double and triple check that information. And please, even from us, double, triple check it. We're not offended by that. Care enough to know where you stand and what you can do on here and what you can't, because it is going to be changing very, very quickly, I feel, in the next year. There's going to be a lot of it. They've went too far, and now they're trying to reel it all in. And sometimes you can get caught in that mess by not even knowing that you were in it. And we get people like that. Let's send us that email that their channel was taken down this morning. They can't do a live stream for so many days. So many things come out of that. And I feel bad for them. So it's better off to catch it before it happens. So I just wanted to say that to you guys. I hope you know we say it because we care. And once again, guys, you guys have worked so hard. I'm looking at all these channel names. You guys came in here for so many different reasons to tell so many different stories. Don't lose your stories. And if you want to do live stream, incorporate more of what your video coverage is day to day. If you're a knitting channel, bring in the knitting side into it. You could really grow from that. Hey, you become the voice of your community. You know, that's a great thing you're doing for them. Plus, you're keeping your content as well. And you can veer off it now and then. Just don't lose the base topic. Thank you guys for that. So.
A little heart to heart. Time to step up our game. That's right. Scratching for cash. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Well, what are you guys' thoughts? Let's get to your comments in the chat here and see what you have to say about all of this. Potential changes. How it's gonna impact you? Is it gonna impact you? Maybe you think it's not gonna affect you at all.
Oh, purgatory, don't worry about it. It's just always great to have you in here. And I'll bring it up, guys, in a second. I'll show you what we're talking about again tonight for anybody that joined recently. It is hard, guys, what we do sometimes because we see so much of it going on. I see so many amazing channels, and I see so many, not bad channels, I see so many lost channels. That's the hard part. Not bad channels, lost, got caught up in this mess and don't know where they stand. They're losing their voice, and I find that hard because it takes a really strong voice to want to even come on here. Thank you, guys. Silver giveaways. Thank you to each and every one of you guys. And Blowhole, you have a question? Please feel free.
Madame Pongo, thank you so much for super chat. I do like that they made the group chat thing. That way you can actually communicate with channels that you work with on a regular basis without trolls jumping in. Yes, we don't use it as much. To me, I think it's more of a link sharing place more than anything, but I think it depends what people are using it for sure.
Cron's chick, I completely agree with you. Gotta find your passion. No, thank you. I appreciate that. And above the family show of 4, I need to work on my live streams. I'm boring, I think. It's not about being boring. And I want to say that because I don't want you to feel like it was a hate session. I just want to stress that out. What it meant is just trying to always get better and have some sort of topic. You know how when you make a video, you have a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? When you plan it out, when you start to edit. Try to have that with your live stream as well. Try to have a time frame. Try to have some points you want to discuss. Try to have a point, like you see when you come in here at night. You know, we have a lot of routine. We come in, we talk, we don't call everybody's name out. We kind of back and forth, get people to tweet it out and stuff like that. We wait a little bit so we can call out the names and not have to repeat them so many or miss as many. That's just a few things. And we learned that from other YouTubers as well. I learned some of the stuff we do from Travels with Bruce and other channels. The live streams of the Wild West, and there's no real format right now, but we got to have something starting to get together because I want to see live streams more legitimized. Like when they finally now, when you get a strike, as bad as it sounds for legitimized, live streams now are the same penalty as videos. And that's a huge step because before you got a strike, you lost live streams for 90 days. The next one you lost videos for 15. Well, it just showed you that YouTube was still valuing them as kind of a fringe thing, not very important. But now a lot of our channels are based on them. So that's why it's so important to get a format together and start showing the world what we can do with live streams, that they can be beneficial, that they're not just out there for watch time and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it really also depends for the channels too. Like there's a question is oftentimes gets asked, well, is live stream the only way how to get my watch time up? It really depends on your channel. Some channels are not suited for live streams at all, not because it's you, but mostly because your subscribers are just not
Cardoso Media.
Yeah, reacting well to it. Exactly. Cardoso Media was trying, and I hope he doesn't mind. I keep bringing them to example. had videos all the time, and they decided to jump into live streaming. Well, the subscribers didn't like it. There was very little interaction. Because subscribers didn't come there for live streams. They came there for, quality visual videos. They weren't there for live streams. So oftentimes that change, if you don't do it right from the beginning, changes your subscriber base too. So you gotta keep that in mind. Or unless you make it very similar to your videos, and now with the Premiere, for example, you can do that. And then what I tweeted out last week is that YouTube actually suggests you starting your Premiere 2-3 hours before the launching of the video, which kind of creates that live streaming effect at a time. Yes, it's not going to get you that time watch while you're chatting, but it might keep more people while they're watching it. So there are different other ways how to do it too.
Blowhole had a question. Where was it about? I lost it. I was scrolling down about doing a Q&A video. Any ideas? Hey, if it's your audience asking you questions, ask them to send in short clips. Maybe ask them for a 20-second video of them asking the question and then you answering it and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we're about to do one not so long after in the near future. So yeah, there's different ways of doing it. That's a great idea, actually, about the video. 30 and hating. It didn't violate any guidelines, but they hit me with a channel strike and didn't accept my appeal. They seemingly don't care, or it's an all automated. Things have changed. Well, you can always contact them through there are different ways how you can contact. You can do the claim, appeal, but then you can also do it on Twitter at Team YouTube, not at YouTube, at Team YouTube. You can ask the question there. You can also email them. There's ways how you can get in touch. There's also questions in the technical forums that you can ask for help there. Yes, they might be a little bit slower in some points, but if it has been a manual review, then most likely they are in the rights. If it is manual review, you can still contest it, but then you would have to contact them directly and not through the appeal.
Welcome back, McCartney Survival. World Stacker, are you using Google Hangouts, or how do I show my screen only? You can share screen in Hangouts. Yes, you'll get the infinity one. You have to share it and then minimize it, and then you can do it on your desktop what you want. Or you can go with, like we're using, OBS and share screen. So, McCartney Survival, I'm back. Kids are in bed. Welcome back. Great to see you. Robert says, guys, push dudes, give us a guide, please. Give us a guide, please use it. I'm sorry, Robert, I didn't quite understand. Can you repeat that, please? Nix RC, do I need 1,000 subs to live? No, you do not. You do not.
I read it to live. No. You can use Streamlabs or a DU decoder through mobile. Lots of people are still under impression that they can't go live streaming through this phone.
But I think he meant in general. I was going to say, like, you can at home. It's only on your phone that limit stands. So
yeah. But even with that, yesterday I even seen somebody saying that they can't live stream because they don't have 1,000 subscribers. Well, it's not true. You can through third-party apps.
Blowhole says, because my fans have realized I'm very mysterious. Well, that's awesome.
That's really good.
That's what you play onto. There's your strength right there. You can use the app like I do. Exactly. West Haven's saying. Cabin Life with Glenn and Maureen. Greetings from the woods near Algonquin Park. Great to see you. Fantastic channel, guys. It's always awesome to have you in, Glenn and Maureen. Hope you're having a fantastic night.
The Hulk Life, hello, how are you doing? And welcome here. Welcome to YouTube. Started just 2 weeks ago. Well, welcome here.
Nice to meet you.
This is our Tech Talk Tuesday. We're talking about the recent updates on YouTube that have rolled out today. And, of course, your questions, guys, as always, about everything YouTube and beyond.
What we're talking about today, guys, is the early heads up. There's going to be abbreviated subscriber counts coming out as of August. So numbers will be rounded off. They give the examples, of course. If a channel is 4,227, it'll read at 4.2 until it hits 4,300, and so on and so forth. So what that means is you're not going to see the individual numbers. You will on for your channel, on your studio, but other than that, you're not going to see it. The public won't see it. So.
McCartney Survival, by the way, thank you for the live stream yesterday. It was really great to hang out there. If a group wanted to do a group video and post the same video involving us all with different intros, would we get hit with a copyright strike?
I would advise you is not to make different videos that you don't have on your pages. Make something special just for that and then leave it there.
Lots of channels I see doing that, unfortunately, and you always run a risk of, how is it called, doubling content? Multiplying? Duplication, there you go. Duplication of the content, and yeah, you know how it goes. You're fine till you get hit.
Exactly, because we'll always have, whenever we talk about something like that, we'll say, well, Johnny's had one up for 6 months and nothing's happened, and Johnny's very lucky, and Johnny might never get caught. But what happens when Johnny does get caught?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it does happen. It can be months down the road. It doesn't mean, well, I heard somebody else say that. They said, if you use something copyrighted and it makes it past 48 hours, it's okay. And that's why we say what we say, because I see so much false
you can get
security.
Copyrighted for like years old content. Oh my god. By the way, Colorado Martini just got a really interesting thing. They had the video up about some 60-year-old accident on rail tracks. Okay, 3 weeks it was on, and 3 weeks later it got demonetized. Question: why? Well, first of all, it was about an accident. Second of all, it was on the rail tracks, which is potential danger. And finally, somebody seen it and claimed something that was wrong and demonetized it.
That's
and
right.
now she has a whole battle of trying to get their attention to remonetize it, because it was her highest ranking video. It can happen anytime, and this is unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate.
People have had it happen 2 years down the road, 4 years. They have a video from 6 years ago, back before all these rules came into play. And then it gets hit. You know, there's no safe zone into any of it. It's until somebody either reports it or the algorithm just by chance happens to glance onto it, and it happens. So, like some people will say that, you know, about music. I don't believe in taking the chance to copyright music. The only thing we have on ours that's even close to that is the Cheers intro the Cheers video that we used for our intro, which was a different thing. We checked in advance, no, it was shared claim. We were fine with that. We have no intentions of going and claiming our share. They can have it, they wrote it. But even then, I mean, that one we're pretty safe, because usually you don't sell catalogs to TV shows. So it's kind of safe. There's still no guarantees. But a lot of music is shareable today, claimed. What happens 2 years down the road when somebody buys 40,000 songs from a record company? It happens all the time. And their policy is you're not allowed to share it. And then one day, somebody watches it and bango, you got hit with a copyright claim.
Yeah, always going to be on top of that. Crohn's chick, duplicate videos. What if you
Good evening, Steve. Sorry.
A playlist as a section on your channel, so you don't claim the video as your own. It just display. You don't own the content on the playlist. It's just basically re-embedding the same videos across the platform. So that has nothing to do with the content.
You don't take on any ownership. All you're doing is just presenting it. So you have nothing. There's no damage to you whatsoever. Also, no benefit to you in gaining, like, because some people ask sometimes, do I get the views from it if I share? And that you don't get anything. Whoever has the video up is the one that gets all of it.
Yeah, some people get angry. Why do I have my video on your playlist? Well, you don't have it. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Robert.
Just by somebody displaying your video on their playlist doesn't mean that they own your video or they're using it. Some people have misconceptions about that.
That's right. Ask questions. True. The retro enforcement of community standards violations to go with CS changes is concerning, as is the new Article 13 changes coming. Mm-hmm. It's not good, but it's also not as Article 13 is. It's not really so bad in its form right now. It's if they decide to add on to it. It's scarier that it might be a stepping stone to a lot worse things though to come. I think that's what really is the true fear in all of it.
Yeah, we talked about that. There's actually the video about that is linked in the description, so go check it out. It's not as black as or as devilish or whatever you want to call it. It's not as as awful as everybody talk it is.
Well, Colorado official, best thing I can recommend to people is not to play music with lyrics and keep it under 30 seconds. Even 30 seconds is a long time. A long time.
There's no limit.
And there's no time limit written in the rules onto it. It can happen with a lot less than that. It can happen with 8 seconds. It can happen with 6 seconds. I forget the name of the one on Mac, on iPhone, excuse me, but on Android, Shazam. You know that amazing app? You listen to you hear a song playing in an elevator. Oh, I love this song. What's it called? You hit the button and it finds it in 3 seconds. That's the technology that's used, and what it was primarily made for is to find copyright violations on here. Same as we do with GPS. It's a great thing, but we're illegally using it. That was created by the Army for the Army. We're just siphoning some out of it. Same thing with that Shazam, and I forget, like I say again, on the iPhone what it's called. It can, as long as it can make a fingerprint, because that's exactly what it's looking at. It has a timeline. It has the timeline of the song, and it has the digital thumbprint of the wave. And as soon as it makes a match, you get it. So that can be a loop. It has happened before. People have gotten them for loops. Loops, a lot of them are copyright as well.
Yeah, oftentimes the music creator channels, lots of them who are copyright free, do use these loops, and then they get striked with using it, and then you get striked because you use their music that have that loop in it.
That's right.
So yeah, it's no such thing as fair use on YouTube unless you have a lawyer who can back you up.
That's exactly it, guys. And we had a guy, 3.3 million subscribers, a composer who was hit. It was a false claim, and it took him, 2 months to fight it.
Yep.
He has lawyers at his disposal literally because he's a composer. He needs to all the time when he writes new music. Silver Giveaway says, we only play my original songs on my channel. And that is fantastic. If you have that, just sometimes you never know. You might still get hit with one. It's happened before. We've had some original creators, and the algorithm's messed it up and paired it to another song. So, but you'll be fine. I have a question. Do collaboration helps a channel grow? Yes, if it's there. That's a really great question. There's an ethics one into it. It's great, but you don't necessarily have to do one just because you got your friend. It's your best friend that asked you to do it. You got to find ones especially that work the best for you. Because sometimes his channel might be kind of shady or something like that, and it brings you into another mess by doing so. Just make sure it's channels that show you in a good light. Because good, I have done a playlist to promote the channels who have shouted me out. Yeah, exactly, the Chrono Chick. We've done the same thing as well. That's right. No, and it's no worry to you whatsoever. So, Colleen channel, how are you? Hope all is well. Good to see you again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, there you go. And I ask questions. I just sent you in the chat the link to our chat about Article 13. I kind of put it apart a little bit and figured out that it is not as bad as it sounds. So check that out. It only comes into an effect in a couple of years anyway. So even with all of that, it's still not so bad. Wood Pigeon Outdoors, how are you doing?
Hey, Jason, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Let me guess.
Oh,
is it a cat?
Thank you, Scratchaholic, thank you. Not Scratch Alcoholic. I'm so sorry. Scratchaholic, my deepest apologies. It's good to see you, though.
Wood Pigeon is getting new family member tomorrow, so I figured it's a cat.
You guys got no cats already. It's good to see you getting one. So
yeah, Miss Mama Nguit, hello. How are you doing?
Collaborations are not a problem with duplication. Good question, Ginger. The thing is, you can't be showing it on each other's channel. So usually you notice what a lot of the big ones do. Say channel ABC asks XYZ to be on for a collaboration. Well, then usually ABC will be the first one to show it. They'll show their collaboration. And then XYZ will put up a video a day or two later with what they had behind the scenes or their own take onto it, but not the same video for both sides. That's a really good question, by the way.
Yeah, because the whole point of YouTube is that you create unique content, and by default, by doubling up, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of unique content, right? So you can make the unique spin on it, and that's then it's going to be different. A look of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, the court above and beyond drones. You're funny. I see Mickey XO's here in the house. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Hope you're doing well tonight. Great, always to see you. Content is important. It is, exactly. Katie, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Is our stream on slow mode? Yes and no. It doesn't matter because all the wrenches, it doesn't affect any of the wrenches. So, yeah.
Lulu, love you. How are you doing tonight, sweetie? Great to see you. Great to see you. Tonight's been fantastic, guys. What a great turnout. We're still at 105. We had 152 at tops. Man, a lot of people tuned into it. I know we got a lot of new people in here, so we'll just, so you guys can get caught up. What we're talking about tonight, we're talking about other things, but the main topic of tonight was the update from YouTube that as of August, there will be, under 1,000 subscribers, nothing will change. Your numbers will look the same as they always do. Anything over 1,000 will be rounded off, and that's right up into the millions, as you can see them showing here, right in these pop-ups. Yeah, that's a perfect example. It'll be changing. There'll be no more individual numbers. So you hear 15 million and some, it turns to 15 million until you get. So it is going to be a really different way of counting out. There'll be no more way except for you. You'll be the only one that'll be able to see for your channel on your creator studio. Other than that, it will all be rounded off for everybody. So the days of the numbers rolling and getting to see them and watching them, and that plays in a lot of ways. Like we were saying, it hurts the creator or something because that excitement of seeing your channel grow like in front of people, but also too for the end user who got that tactile experience of clicking on a button and seeing the number turn is not going to get that anymore either. So it's going to be very interesting to see this change. Yep, rounding. That's right, Mickey. It is going to be rounding. So that is what's on the floor coming this August to a channel near you. But once again, if you're under 1,000, that won't happen. Got purged again. Oh, well, can't stay at 3,100. Need to pay.
Well, and that's exactly what they're trying to eliminate.
Yeah, exactly.
Cherry Berry, I swear when I was in grade school, I was a nobody. But since tonight, I feel like a somebody. Thank you,
Oh
Push
my
Studios,
God.
so much. That's regards to your speech.
Well, it's not just with that. I mean, well, we're all.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
And remember, you're always
You're always somebody. And you're on YouTube and you have people that tune in to see what you do, and it doesn't matter if it's 5 or 1 million. When you put that upload button, there is somebody out there that just can't wait to see what you've done next. You are always a somebody. Never forget that. Yeah, that's yes. Exactly. Depending on the editing, because sometimes like some bigger videos take like 20 hours to edit. You know, you just want to spend like say an hour, because I would say an hour for a thumbnail gives you time to work on it, go away, come back and look at it. Please always do that. Give your eyes. Graphic designers all the time when they work on stuff or video editing, get up and walk away and come look at it with fresh eyes. When you work on thumbnails, another key too is a lot of people don't do this. When a picture looks nice as an 8x10 is a really horrible thumbnail. So it's normal to work in a big space where you can see things happening. Zoom out to the size of the thumbnail every now and then and make sure what you want the audience to see is in there. And if it is, bring it back and work some more and continue to do so. But keep zooming out. I've made that mistake before in a rush, and I put up a thumbnail and I'm like, well, unless they got eagle vision, that's out of the question, you know? So we're all guilty of it by times, but just take those extra moments. Zoom out, about, you know, roughly about the size of your thumbnail, and just make sure everything's seen. And if you had a really crazy story about how the canoe almost tipped when you went kayak, we'll say, when you're in a lake, please show the kayak almost tipping. And if it didn't, grab the kayak, get somebody to turn it from the back, show it on edge, get a close-up shot of that. Don't show the lake with the beautiful shot of the moose walking in the background and there's 2 eagles circling each other and there's a trail of smoke coming from a jet plane behind the mountain. Nobody can see it when it's this big. It's not an 8x10. Whatever you think of for great photos in 8x10s, I'm just taking 8x10 as one of the many sizes. The thing is, nobody can see it at that size. Think for that size. And make good clickbait, guys. Good clickbait works. There is 2 kinds. Think of it like cholesterol. Good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. If that kayak almost tipped, and it is in there, sell the hell out of it. You want people to come and see it. Make it exciting. Like I say, get somebody to splash it around from the back. Flip it halfway on the side. Get a bunch of shots of it. Find the one that works right. Use that. If you claim that you have on your thumbnail that there's a girl in Daisy Dukes washing the car, and when they get in there, is you holding the camera up while the dog is taking a crap behind you, that's the bad kind of clickbait. And it can be equally as devastating if not used right. So there's very good clickbait. Don't be shy to sell your work. You are your marketing team. At the end of every TV show, there's 2 minutes of credits. Remember, all those credits are you. You are the marketer, the producer, the director, the set designer, the props, everything that's marked in there. You do when you do make a video or a live stream. So,
is it better to take a picture ahead of time or screenshot for thumbnails? NKM is asking.
I would have the option of both. I mean, if you're shooting 60 frames a second, especially or stuff like that, which most aren't, then you have a better chance of getting a good thumbnail. I really think it's great. We all have great cell phones today. These here take fantastic shots. I would definitely be shooting shots as well. And thinking primarily setting those up specifically for thumbnails. But there might be a better one later on when you go through your video editing. But I would definitely shoot extra shots and have them.
You can always pre-make some of the things and just adjust them according to video. Like I always keep talking about the overlays that you can use. Even with TubeBuddy, you can actually upload the background or overlay and then use with your screenshot. And then when you save it separately, it's still going to be HD, So at least go halfway if you can't go all the way, so to say.
That's right. That's a very good point. Drone Kings, how do you report the Daisy Duke video? There's on that flag right there underneath the video. There is one for spam, and what is it called?
For spam?
When it's clickbaity, that Daisy Duke girl, but there's none.
Yeah, I think it's a spam, and then after that, it will give you I think 4 or 5 different options.
I forget
what
the
kind
name.
of spam is it, and you'll just choose the one that works for you.
Yep.
Definitely. Infotech collection.
Agriculture India, hi.
Can you tell, should we hide count or not? Infotech collection is asking.
I don't like hiding the count myself. And hiding dislikes, it's why? Because we had some trolls who were botting the hell of us we had no control over. But even that, I think the dislike button should be gone. What's the difference between the dislike button and the subscribe button? Well, the dislike button has always shown in many years to be of no use to anything on here except for a troll toy. It's too easily used. Where subscriber, you at least showed some dedication to it. You have some building. I brought this example up earlier tonight. I'll do the short version of it. You build a brick and mortar store. You start to grow. More people come in. You see it get bigger and bigger, right? Or you start adding more locations. How else do you show that on YouTube if you take that away? You know what I mean? And that's my biggest argument for why not to hide it. I mean, everybody has a right to. As long as YouTube gives you the opportunity to do it, and you feel it's the right reason to do it, by all means do it. Then nobody, what I think, what anybody else thinks matters shit. It's you making a choice for your channel. So if you feel it's the right thing to do it, the option's there. You're not breaking any. Big answer to all this stuff, guys, in general. As long as you're within YouTube's guidelines, you can do whatever you want with your channel. It doesn't matter what I say here tonight or Xenia says or whoever says. There's no police on YouTube except for YouTube itself. They got their guidelines. You're within them. Hey, full steam ahead. Is it always going to be what the direction you're taking the best for your channel? That's to be seen. But you're still okay. You have every right to do with what your channel is you see fit. So that's just another thing. I know, you're absolutely the Crohn's chick. My God. You have a fantastic night. We absolutely always love having you in here. You have a great evening.
One of the hardest chicks out there. Hardest working.
She is so awesome. I love her attitude.
Yeah, she's growing so crazy. Really working so hard.
Guys, it's the top of the hour. If you haven't hit the like button, tweet it out, hit the subscribe, whatever stuff there is, guys. If you can do that, that would be absolutely awesome. Get to see all the other things. We did an interview last night with Ken Heron, almost 90,000 subscribers, one of the big gurus in the drone industry. And it was a fantastic time. We haven't done them a little bit, but we do have some more coming in the near future. So if you want to check those out, of course, we have the Wheel of Shoutouts twice a week. We have Tech Talk Tuesday. And now we have Creators Therapy Friday night, which has turned out to be a lot of fun. I love it.
Yeah, and I think, not sure, but we might do a little bit of Q&A in this one. And, you know.
And what, TNA in the other?
TNA in the other?
I don't know where you're going with it. So
no, I think we're going to do a little bit of Get to Know Me tag as a part fun of Friday. What do you think? What do you guys think? Put one in the chat if you want to do Get to Know Me tag on Friday. I just put Andrew on the spot. And
what else is new? What else new? What does 24 times 32 equal?
Oh.
Heavy metal, man.
Heavy
It's so good
metal
to have you back
is
in the
lack
chat.
of sleep, I think. He's talking gibberish.
I love it. I know that too. That's that burnt out new father syndrome kicking in, and I love it.
Everybody except for Above and Beyond Drones who put number 2, which I didn't ask for.
And NKM.
What is number 2 or 3?
Robert got 3.
You're funny, guys. So put 1 if you want us to do it, and don't put anything if you don't.
Now Robert's up to 4.
4.
He's really thinking ahead on this one.
6 jumping numbers now.
That's right. Can I get a 9, folks? Can I get a 9?
99. Well, yeah. So that's what we are thinking of doing. So, but let's see.
Didn't go yet, Monty.
Rainbows
Above
and
and beyond.
unicorns and get to know me tag. Let's see about that.
Hey there, Disney. How are you tonight? Good to see you.
There. Numbers are everywhere now.
That's
well,
right.
you gotta get decoding ready there.
Oh my God.
That's so funny. Junk pic.
Yeah.
Great. The new wheel with numbers. Yeah.
But there, junk pic. There's a great example. We did that to help out Phil. We try to do different things now and then we got a couple of them that won't come back to us anymore because we didn't bring them up right after. So it just shows you anytime you do something on YouTube that involves another YouTuber, what can happen. So that's why you got to think ahead and make sure you're ready for that kind of stuff. Because everything that's nice to do usually follows a backlash. That's kind of the way it goes here.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Drunk Kings and Darwin, we actually started with numbers. Our wheel started with numbers. Everybody had to put numbers, but that didn't work out too well.
No, and it was the ones on phones that mostly said it was working out horrible. That's why we...
Yeah, because it's harder to put quickly
Yes,
the
it does.
number on the phone than it is on a computer, so we changed it to letters.
Gary asked if the one includes GST.
Oh my God. Yeah, Infantry Outdoors said that he's been chatting with me, which is true. So he says, hello, Andrew, and how are you, bud?
I'm doing great, and it's always great to have you here. A very inspirational person right there, guys. Love Infantry Outdoors. Hats off to you, my friend.
I wanted to address some there are a couple questions on for Tuesday Tech Talk too that I've saved. In fact, I'm just gonna be right back, and then we're gonna get right to the couple questions that we have from you earlier, guys. Okay?
Did anybody just hear what she just said? Because I have no idea what she's doing. I wasn't listening. So if you want to fill me in, please feel free. Other than that, I'm on my own, folks. So. Oh, Gaffa, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Chills TV, nope. At least I'm not alone. I'm glad to hear that. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Zeon, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Why are they doing this? What we're talking about tonight? I'll do the short version of it. Early heads up. Okay, so anybody who doesn't know, just joined us. Long story short, under starting in August, anybody 1,000 or under, it's going to show their subscribers the same as always. If they have 726, it's going to show 726. After 1,000, it starts rounding off, and as you can see right here in this is what it's playing in the side, how it's rounding the numbers off. See, 43 would be 43 until you get to 44. So 4.3, excuse me. He'll be doing that. They're not going to be showing the 7.2 million, 7.2, and so on and so forth. Why are they doing that? Well, a big part of it, because they snuck this out, guys. This is not, as you can see, this is straight from Google Docs from their support page. It's not a great big flashy notification where they can get tons of hate for it, as usual. As always in life, there's a couple ruins it for the masses, and we've all known what's been happening, especially it all started off with the PewDiePie T-Series competition stuff and that. Marathon streams, obsession with the numbers rolling around, bullying because of numbers, all those things that not everybody's done, a small population, but enough to make it noticed. YouTube is going on a big tear this year, really wanting to clean up what's content on here. Duplication was the first big step. A lot of us remember when that came out last summer. A lot of channels got hit that were showing the same things over and over and stuff like that, not jazzing it up. That became a real problem. So they dealt with that. Now this is coming in to deal with this other side. It's yes and no. Yes and no, Nero. I mean, of course it'll make a difference. There's no doubt about that.
We'll have to change it a little bit.
But I mean, there's still lots of ways to do it, you know. I've always prided ourselves that we've given enough information. A lot of people don't realize we'll hold sometimes 140, 150 for almost an hour without even spinning the wheel.
Yeah.
And we do that purposely to show that it's not just that, because otherwise, you know, that causes problems. There's other ways to review a channel besides just on the numbers.
It will hurt channels that are solely basing their shoutouts on the numbers. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
In a way, unless Social Blade is going to change it, and we'll keep it up and see if maybe they are going to change. You know, it's going to change for them. But as Andrew says, most of our shoutouts consist of tips, guys, if you have noticed. So a little tweaks here and there, and we have decided to do some changes in general starting the season 3 anyway, and that's exactly what is going to come in effect is at the end of the summer when our season 3 starts. So.
I'm going to do one quick shout out, guys. I am doing this one here because he's been with us since the very beginning. He never asked for it, and he works hard. And your channel is stellar, man. Stellar. Wow. What a freaking change. It's just looking better and better all the time. Guys, if you do not have Ortero Studios, will you please stand up and show yourself with some emojis? He has been at it forever, guys, and just bringing him up here. I couldn't get him, I don't think, to 1,000 tonight. But guys, let's just give him a shot. Ortero is the one who did the iconic picture for us on our, if you guys have ever seen our Cheers intro video where the Cheers logo comes in, I did that. He did the famous scene where he recreated it, putting our faces and everything into it, the Pusa bottle and all that stuff. Yeah, probably one of the things I'm the most proud of on YouTube. There you go, guys. You see the green turtles? Grab that guy. Grab Ortero Studios, guys. You don't have him, grab him. He's a fantastic artist. He's an amazing guy. So I'm just doing a quick push for him. So if you haven't got him, grab him. He's been with us since the very beginning. We don't get to see each other all the time. He has a busy schedule, but we always love having him in. So
he's super talented, and I've been with us forever. You are so talented. I mean, we always refer to the Cheers video where you have drawn us, which was so amazing. And I mean, you know, the talent. He's one of our past guests too, guys. So go and check out the video.
Oh my god, I got to reinstall. It's going crazy lately. There's some of the artwork he does, guys. Usually I don't show videos, but I know we've had him on in the past and he doesn't mind. I just I want to push. I just want him to have a fair push. There's his artwork. You can watch it in a couple of minutes. He does some live streams where he chats with everybody while he's doing and that. It's a cool hangout.
Yeah, so. And he talks to some of our creators as well. Lately, and creating his own comic book release as well. Lots of amazing talent there, guys. And this is what we're talking about. The channels that are with huge talent in their content. Huge talent in general are so underrated, and it has nothing to do, click-through subscribers and all of that. This is exactly the perfect example of that.
Guys, if you don't have him, please hit him up. He's, like I say, you won't regret it. Great channel. Been with us forever. Here you go, guys. I'm just going to plaster the link a couple of times here. There you go.
Well, I'm already doing it.
Okay, good. There you go. So if you don't have him, guys, he's only 9 more away from 950. Let's just put him right over 950.
Yeah, always looking to feature other artists. Exactly. I like that you added that to your channel. That is a great feature there. Oh, you guys are the reason I do the showcase. Oh, you're amazing. But you're so talented. I mean, unbelievably, guys. Check for Ortero Studios on our live stream, Tube Life 1. It was a really great talk.
And excellent silver giveaways. I'm glad you enjoy him. Yeah, he's a really fantastic channel. Really, really is. An unsung channel. He's been into it for a long time. As a huge comic book fan, this artwork is great. Oh, yes, the JLA member. So, you know why he's JLA? Justice League of America.
Oh.
From way back when. Yeah, he announced it in his live stream. So there you go. So, yes.
Wow, that is interesting. Love that.
If you haven't gotten them, guys, you only need 6 more. There's got to be 6 more people in here that hasn't checked out Ortero Studios.
He does have some serious skills. Yes, he
Yeah,
does. He does have some serious skills, guys. That's exactly it.
And remember, guys, all you guys have serious skills as well. Don't forget that. Please don't. Just remember that. You guys have something very important to bring to the table. For Otero, this is his voice. You have your voice as well. And you're just, like I was saying tonight, just focus on what you came here to tell and tell it better than anybody else. Don't do it like competing to cutthroat. Do it as you're with all the passion you have. And people are going to see it more and more. It's going to grow more and more. And you will get that message out. Will everybody become YouTube sensations on here? No. Will we? Probably not. You know, nobody's got a guarantee on that one. But all we can do is just put our best foot forward in case that opportunity comes. We have an amazing channel that's well put together, that catches people's eyes before they even watch a video, so then it has a better chance of taking off. Like we were talking tonight with A. Joe about Peter McKinnon. He got a huge shout out. He was already doing good because he had great content. He got a big shout out that time from Casey Neistat and shot up 600,000, I think it was, in 2 or 3 days. Because he had great content. People not only subscribed, but they watched what he did, and it made it go so crazy in the algorithm. He was being recommended to everybody. As long as you have fun doing this, that's what matters. Yes, Ortero, exactly. And I always bring it up like the monorail. Like 5 more to go, guys. Let's get them 5 more.
And in the meantime, we just got the answer from TubeBuddy.
Oh.
So as you remember, I said that we have tweeted to them earlier today about this latest update on YouTube and how it's going to impact theirs.
I can put it up while you're looking at it?
Yep.
Where do I just go for that?
Notifications. Just go notifications.
You guys can see how good I am with Twitter. I just can't stand
So
it.
as you can see, it says, looks like it. You will still be able to see your real-time subscriber count, but looks like we won't be able to show real-time sub count for other channels either. Still learning all the details. That's around the same what Social Blade answered as well. So as of now, if it goes in as it is, you won't be able to see any kind of exact numbers, neither using TubeBuddy or Social Blade. And I would surely say that VidIQ will fall under the same as well.
So there you go, guys. Oh, yes, silver giveaways. No problem. We shall do that. Joey Brooklyn's in the house. What's going on, my man? Great to see you. Great to see you. Guys, I know I keep jumping back for anybody who's in here. I'm just keeping everybody abreast of what we're talking about tonight. Where is it? No, is it here? Yes. Okay, guys. What we're talking about is, as of August, it's been put out today in the Google Docs for YouTube. Early heads up, abbreviated public subscriber counts across YouTube. As of August of this year, if you're under 1,000, you'll see your number for what it is. If it's 721, 526, whatever the case may be. If you're over that, the numbers are going to be rounded. What that means is no more real-time views of where your channel is at. That's what we were just trying to find out from TubeBuddy as well. What they're thinking is going to happen, how it will affect them. Social Blade has already given an answer. They thought it would be all right, but now they're not sure, and we're waiting for more details. But you're seeing a couple of the abbreviations here, how it's going to work. So that's what's the big discussion tonight. Of course, it is a big thing for a lot of us, for creators and for viewers. We were talking about both sides of those. So just wanted to give you guys a little rundown on what's transpiring, if you will.
Yeah, and that's great that they have answered, because it's waiting for update from them as well. Maybe they save money by tapping
less monkeys.
Which is too bad for TubeBuddy, especially because I just rolled it out like literally last month. Yeah, it's new.
Herbert, they should round up for under 1K too, so I can get there faster. That's a good answer. I haven't seen that one today. That's good.
Yeah, that would be awesome, wasn't it? Unfortunately, that's not how it's worked. This was announced just today. Instant Reply, and it's only going to get into effect on the 30th of August. So we have plenty of time to prepare for it, start to work on the skills for our thumbnails and all of that. But yes, this is what it is for now. Social Blade still said that they're looking into it, and I'm sure TubeBuddy is going to try to look at the workaround as well. But as of now, That's exactly it. Your only place is going to be your own YouTube analytics to see the exact count of yours if you're over 1,000.
Have a good night, Chills TV. Be well. Thank you for coming. And video call-in show. How you doing? Hello, hello to you
Hey.
too. Good to see you. Good to see you.
How it's gonna hurt thumbnails. Nero Trigger, you jumped in a little bit later. We talked about in general how vague subscriber count visibility impacts in general YouTube focus on thumbnails, click-through rates, subscribers, and all of that. It's all connected. We might think that it's all separate things and it's just little details, but it's not. YouTube give us signs here and there on what we should be paying attention on. And it's definitely going to be one of those is going to be thumbnails, because you want to have those CPR in. You want people coming in and checking your videos. Subscribers are not going to be as important, and that's what basically YouTube is telling us.
McCartney Survival, tell Andrew to save those butts, LOL. This is awesome. Right back at you. And Kids Connection says, I have noticed for weeks that I'll keep getting 2K. Yeah, you see, YouTube is famous for doing that, doing the test betas, and probably they did put out a tiny message that, like, this wasn't tiny enough. The other one was probably minuscule, that they'll do a bit of testing, and 7 people knew into it. So that's just par for the course when you're dealing with YouTube. Great Grandma's Kit Greenhouse, how you doing tonight? Great to see you. What about YouTube Studios? Will it show actual numbers? That's what we're saying. It will show for you, yes. You'll be able to access your numbers all the time. It's only for the public's viewing that'll be around it.
So at the end of it, I mean, one of the ways of doing is to share your own analytics. And if you're live streaming like we are, it probably will be easier just to show, share with you, the real-time screenshot. But that's for now. That's the only workaround.
Yeah. And who knows what will come down the pipe. But I'm very, very skeptical that Social Blade or anybody will have access to it if YouTube cuts it off on their channel. Because like I said in the beginning, YouTube is notorious for keeping you on their platform and not sharing anything with anybody, whether it's competition or not.
Well, I would like to Social Blade to expand on that a little bit more, because it's going to impact them tremendously.
That's why
their whole basis is.
That's why they don't want to expand just yet, I feel, because they got to really find out. Because, another one too is Social Blade. I mean, yes, you get detailed stats. People like them. But how are you going to do that without it? And people definitely don't just go for their own. They're always checking others and stuff. Well, is it a way to quash it out? Are they going to do this and then 6 months later come out with their own version of it that you pay $2.99 a month for and you can show?
Possible. Let's wait and see what we're going to sit on these updates, and we're going to update you guys as soon as we get to know anything new.
And we are speculating, for the love of God, because we get so much of that. We see people taking what we say and then running and saying that one is just speculation.
Yes, definitely. But the news about the changes are true, and the update from TubeBuddy you can see on our Twitter as well. So that's all is true as well.
Silver giveaways that asked me, is there anything else before I...
Nope.
Okay, I just wanted to catch this one here before I forget. Silver giveaways was asking about playlists, my favorite topic in the whole world. I feel like I'm about to sing an anthem for a country and people are going to join in with me. Not that all carry the words that come into it. But in short, you were asking about the importance of playlists. So playlist, why they're important is, especially on your homepage, try to get them full of your own work, so nobody has to go anywhere else to find out what you do. Bits of Real Panther, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Playlists here, as you can see, the nice thing about them is compared to going to the junk folder, i.e. the video one at the top, where they'll go here and they'll say, Ken Heron video, this looks really interesting, and when it's done, they're recommended most likely to somebody else. Here, when they watch one of these videos, the next video comes, the next video comes, the next video comes, and they're all yours. And if they watch all them, by then you've gone into major recommendations. Your work is to them, so then when they come back on the next time, most likely another videos will come up. So they're really important that way. But you need to get in these descriptions into them. And how do you add descriptions? You just create your playlist, as you always do. There's going to be a title. You always write your title, of course. Thanks, Pusa. Description and YouTube provided. Descriptions and YouTube provided playlist. Remove YouTube provided playlist. Use your own. Use your own. Get rid of them as soon as possible. How do you do that? You go to your customized channel.
No, Arthur Merhead, no.
Let's go down here. So whenever you get to a playlist, if it's all filled up, you're going to just have to go to your pencil here. Let's see, go to your pencil here. There we go. And hit the trash can. And it's gone. And then after that, you're always going to have a menu like this. Let's scroll. Add a selection. So first of all, you create your playlist as you do. Just underneath the title is a description. In the description, you want to use 200 characters, roughly the size of what you can write here. Remember, that includes spaces, exclamation marks, and everything. Great search terms into it, the same you'd use for any video or the top of your about section, so on and so forth. So you write them in there, save it. You won't see it, though, on your playlist page. Remember that, because some people have thought after they screwed it up because they don't see it. It's there. It's just not shown there. But it's already helping and going into the search recommendations. What you do is then you come here, you hit add a section. The only two choices you have is horizontal or vertical. I try to use horizontal as much as possible and use more playlists to fill it up. Select content. You go down here. You guys aren't going to see this part here, I don't think, because it doesn't show drop down menus. But you're going to go down and there's one called playlist right under videos, the second one. And it's going to have, that's in black playlist, and right underneath it is single playlist. You click that. You're going to get these menus come up. And from there, all you have to do is go here, to find a playlist. Is bring all of our playlists up. And from there, you just pick which one you want to put. So say we want TikTok Tuesday, we select it. There it goes. Automatically then the description shows up with it. And once again, the only other thing you can change is vertical or horizontal. So if you want it to we'll leave this one vertical then for argument's sake. Hit done. And there you go. You've just added a playlist to your homepage. It's really that simple. And it's one of those things after you do it a couple times, but the main thing is, here, I'll go again, how to get there. Let me just close this out. So once again, you get your homepage, whatever yours is, you just hit customize channel. Make sure you're on the playlist on the homepage. Sleeping Bear, how are you doing tonight? Great to see you. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for coming. So there you go. And that's right here where you're going to make your edits. So once again, get rid of this one. And you just click add selection, horizontal, select content, single playlist. And from there, you just click on find a playlist. Find the one you want to share. Say living photo series. Yep. And hit done. And that's it. And just keep doing that. And the same as I showed you, if the playlist is always there, like the uploads one or whatever comes from YouTube, get rid of it. Use your own. Yours are a lot better than the YouTube ones. Don't feature them here. So wherever you see them, just click on the pencil for the edit and hit the trash can. Pop. It's gone. And that's pretty much it. I hope that answers it for you. Pet Rock Media, how you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're doing fantastic tonight. Lots of great channels coming in. Guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. And if you've done all that stuff already, enjoy each other's company and the information tonight. And if you're new here, hopefully you can hit the subscribe button. We love to get to know you better. Let's see here. And what is on for tonight, guys? The main thing, we are taking questions and discussing all kinds of them. But right now, the biggest one tonight that we are talking about is the notification that came out with absolutely no fanfare. So you're hearing it here first for a lot of people. That's okay. Don't feel bad if you didn't hear about it. They did not want, when they released it on Google Docs, is that it's an early heads up, abbreviated public subscriber counts across YouTube. Starting in August 2019, guys, this was what will be happening on YouTube. If you're under 1,000, things are the same as they always are. Whatever number you have, it's going to show. Anything over 1,000 will be abbreviated. That's as they're showing, even in the millions, 7.2 million. Here, this one's gone to 4.3. So we'll always be rounding off. So. Yep. Okay, there. We're back.
So there was a question about featuring liked playlist. it's better if you don't show it, just because it's better to keep people on your channel as long as possible. Sometimes you can, we do, like, for example, our road to 8K as a showcase on our homepage. But really, it's better to have your own playlist and not other people's ones, just because it differs people from your channel away, and YouTube doesn't really favor that too much, let's say that.
I always ask people, when was the last time you walked into a restaurant, say we'll take McDonald's, and it had nothing but Burger King menus all around it? It's nice that you're cheering people on. We're doing one right now just as a quick support, but yeah, feature your own stuff, especially on your homepage, guys. That's where you sell yourself to the world. That is the most important. Well, that in the About section is the gateway for most channels to get our most viewers to get to know you. Do we have other questions in reserve? Or?
Yeah, we do have a couple questions that were here during our chat here, so let's get to those. And we had a question. Wandering Marine veteran asked, what is the line for clickbait versus too inaccurate?
What is the line between it?
Yeah, no, like clickbait or not clickbait.
As long as it happened, sell the shit out of it and don't be shy, because you're not lying. When somebody goes in, they'll see it. As soon as you start bringing, and that, like I said, it's not lying if you almost tipped the canoe and you didn't get that shot with your camera. You got it on video, but you didn't get it for like your thumbnail. You can kind of recreate that, show the canoe tip, and get somebody to shake it, take a picture. It doesn't have to be exactly when the canoe tipped. As long as when they get in to the video, the canoe does almost tip, you're fine. Just don't lie. Enhance the truth. If that answers it in short.
Petrock Video, you can't edit the default playlist. You have to hide it, or remove it from your homepage and make a new one. There is no way of editing the default one. Some people trying it and then they're getting error, or they can't do it. You can't change anything on that.
You don't feature it on your page. You go to your homepage and then you go right away with that pencil in the top right corner. Click that and then hit the trash can and get it off your homepage. You're not editing it. And then you would make that new one with that hack we talked about. Pet Rock Media, spelt the same way as you spell your channel name, space uploads with a capital U. And that's what you use as your new featured uploads playlist.
Don't forget to add the description as well.
Yes, because otherwise the descriptive sentences, guys, makes the playlist. It really does. That is so important. Video Colin Show, I gotta say, does a great job with his. I was just looking again the other day on your channel. I was lurking the other night because I was working on stuff, but I was listening in. But he does a great job on his homepage on that kind of stuff.
Thank you, Brent Ariels, for featuring us on your homepage. Well, thank you so much. That is awesome. Random. Next wheel is gonna be on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
That's right.
Go and check it out. Okay, so the next question was from Playworthy. YouTube recently updated their guidelines regarding giveaways. We can no longer link directly to Gleam because it is now restricted. Why? Because they don't want anyone leaving YouTube.
Yep. For any case. It's amazing. This is like got such a gated wall around it. And that's what I was saying a while ago about Social Blade and TubeBuddy and that. I can't see how YouTube's going to let them have access if they're stopping it to the public. I would be very surprised.
Yeah, and the thing with Gleam is you can still use it. It's just the thing is that you can't use. And once again, we reached out to Gleam when it happened a month or so ago. We reached out to Gleam on Twitter. And what their answer basically was that you can still, they're working on it still, obviously, but you can still use Gleam, but you can't have a sub for the giveaway. So basically, you can't prompt people to subscribe to you in order to get the prize for the giveaway. And if your Gleam app has that incentive in it, like you have to subscribe to be part of the giveaway, that's when it becomes community strike or guideline. Against the guidelines. So you still can use it, just you can't incentivize it. And it doesn't refer only to Gleam, it refers to any third-party apps where you have to subscribe to YouTube account in order to participate in a giveaway. So you can't list that, and it also applies to all the videos back since you ever started your channel. So if you have anywhere the Gleam link where people have to subscribe to you, remove it ASAP before somebody catches on it, because it is against the guidelines. There was a big hoopla among all the big creators at the time. So please make sure that you don't have it anymore as well.
I saw a video with a thumbnail that said something about a double-digit fish, and in the last few seconds they said, well, we didn't catch any double-digit fish. That is the bad clickbait. That is the bad clickbait, and that's what gets people hating on their channel and don't want to go around it and stuff like that. Really, people don't want to be lied to in general. You're not helping yourself, and then you get less views on the next couple of videos because people don't trust what you have. That's always been my belief. I don't advocate that kind of stuff. Killshot Plays. Anyway, I'm out of here. See you soon. You be well, Killshot Plays. Hope you have a good evening. Thank you so much for coming.
So I'm going to post the link for the changes of today. Arthur Merhead, there is a YouTube help community support changes here. It also was tweeted out today by tweet, but there is a little more detail on that there.
Thank you, video call-in show. Right back at you. It's nice to see you. I know it's been a couple of days. We've had such hectic couple of days. Like I say, I lurk once in a while when I get a chance, just listening in. But hopefully now I'll have a little more time. But thank you so much for that. Arthur, where can I read the channel? Oh, yeah, you're posting it, so they're going to come up.
Yep.
Yeah. Octai Dogan. Oh, my God. I used to at least say your last name properly. Now I get like tongue-tied. Octai Dogan. Octai Dogan. Ugh, I feel so bad about that. I'm so sorry, but I love having you in here. You need to get Pucha Studios back on video call. Oh, God. I really had a lot of fun that night. No, I did. It was impromptu and it was fun. And I actually got to talk about some things that I don't usually get a chance to talk to. So that was a lot of fun. I was really happy to be up there.
Hello, foreigner. Hello, good to see you. Especially with tech. Yeah, headline, Apple stops making iPhones. Actual video is just saying iPhone 5 is no longer being made. Well, but they got to get people in somehow. So it is, in a way, it is true. It's just not fully saying the truth. And that's what kind of clickbait is. If that would be mentioning about it and then not talking about that at all in the video, that would be complete clickbait.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mel. Yeah, I brought you into it. I got so crazy today here, and I seen his mention. I kept trying to get to him. It was just about, we were talking about dealing with Zoom on OBS. That's what I meant to talk about. Doing some testing to see why we're having an issue. That's what I wanted to see. So, sorry about that. I should have went more into detail.
JC No Limit TV, hello, how are you doing?
You didn't need a super chat us to ask that, by the way. Thank you very much for the money. That wasn't necessary.
First 4-day birthday weekend coming up for JC No Limit. We'll jump in on the weekend. We'll sing you a birthday song if you wish to hear it.
You want to call it a gift? It's your choice. It's in the beholder.
And yes, a great reminder from Above and Beyond Drones. Fill out the YouTube survey that pops up in a studio beta. We already did that in the morning. If you go in your studio beta, you have that little survey popping up. Please, it's like voting. You can't complain about things if you don't vote, So the same thing here. Fill it out. At least there's hope they're going to be listening to some of it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was just reading. What do you need? Yeah, because I don't want to cover too much in the live stream. That's why I shouldn't even talked about it a while ago. But I'll message you though about it. So I am sorry. I kind of jumped into that one.
Do the restaurant birthday song. What is that?
Where you show up with a bunch of hats and sparklers and everything else. I'm guessing there. Happy birthday! Like it's all festive. Yeah. It's bad enough what we do right now. We don't need to make it worse. Don't give Xenia ideas of baseball.
Well, we did some for Kim, remember? We did the guitar and sparklers in the apple or orange.
Yeah, that's right. That was your idea, and I gotta say I was totally against it, but it did work out. So, Kim from Canadian Drone Hub, it was his birthday, and Xenia, because it was in the morning, she had the idea to stick a sparkler in an orange. Yes, folks, she's from Europe.
There is no official word from VidIQ yet at Terror Studios. TubeBuddy, as I said, just answered us like half an hour ago. I would assume, and that's just assumption, that it's going to apply to them as well if it does to Social Blade and TubeBuddy.
Okay, thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's just been a busy day today. It's been crazy, really insane. Something in the water or something. There's been so much to do and not even close to enough hours. Forgot about an appointment today. That was a nice mess.
Yes.
Which I usually don't do. I'm usually pretty good on that stuff. I like being early, not even just on time. But yeah, we all make those mistakes. So no check marks, no bells. Yes, thank you so much, Helen Casey. And it's great to see you, by the way. Thank you so much. Was tonight your prayer group, Helen? I thought it was Tuesday nights, but I'm kind of...
Yes, just came back from it.
See? I remembered something. That's a big deal for me. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Glenn and Maureen, what a fantastic couple. It's so great to have you guys in here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, by the way. Each and every one of you guys. What a great night. It's so much fun. That's why we love Tech Talk Tuesday. We really do, because it's people just wanting to do a bit more with their channel. And, it's... I don't want to say it feels rewarding. Everything here we do, we feel good about. But there's just something nice about just dealing with you guys directly and all the questions coming in, people helping each other in the chat. This is what we wanted with the Blue Wrench group, if you will. Because once you guys are here, you have your own groups. Everybody belongs to something. It's got nothing to do with that. It just meant about being YouTubers again, under one roof. Creators. Do we have other... Oh, you're writing. Sorry, I didn't realize you were doing that. My apologies.
Well, if you guys have any other questions, put them in the chat. We have a couple of minutes more left for you guys here. Yep. Thank you so much if it's still Chris lit. Thank you so much. Well, so what do we have for the rest of the week? Anything? Nothing? Nothing. Ah!
You are too funny.
That's it. We're done.
You are too funny.
Drop the microphone.
Exactly. Elvis has left the building.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you set up a title for your live stream before you go live with Streamlabs?
Streamlabs, I am not versed into. I use OBS. I wouldn't want to ever give advice onto it because I know so little about it. I started with OBS. I was gonna go into Streamlabs, and I should and get that as well. And I just never had the time. We got into this. We got OBS running, and then we just ran with it because we had a lot to get done. So, but I'm hoping at some point to kind of even become more versed into it. I saw a YouTube video with a 360 camera. Really cool. Do you know about it? Yes. It's going to be even more seen more and more and more. I worry a bit about it because right now it's this infinity stage. If it's going to really be used properly, I think it will. It'll be like premieres or anything else. You know, at first there's always that novelty part, and then it's going to get even cooler on there. So definitely, I think there'll be a lot of amazing things. So, Ron, the future, how you doing? Great to see you as well. God, I can't believe how many people keep dropping in. This is fantastic. You guys are absolutely amazing. Glad you guys are enjoying the info tonight. Let's hope the way you go out is a bit more dignified than Elvis says, terra firma. You are one smart young man, aren't you? Oh my God.
Well, I just asked the question to VidIQ, by the way. They do have a blog post about it. Unfortunately, it doesn't say anything about their own analytics, of course. But let's see what they officially answer. Will guys retweet it if they do?
Thanks, Ksenia. I'm talking to the kids, taking the kids to the circus Friday. Any tips for filming that?
If you're good with the camera, then do manual back button focus. If you are hands-on kind of hobby camera, then do automatic for sports and do multiple shots at the same time.
Also, I want to thank 400 AGL and Nero Trigger guys. There's two good answers for OBS and Streamlabs. So if you were curious as well about the answers, just check them out. And one other thing to get ready with the circus. You might have, it's a possibility you might get a little bit of trouble with some of them on YouTube. I'm just saying there's some of them that's had that. not all support it. So I'm not on saying anything. It's not my personal opinion. There's certain trigger things, and the circus sometimes can bring out some unwanted viewers. So
kids can actually, yes. So you can do a back button focus and set it up so it does like multiple shots at the same time, so you don't miss something. Like it takes 2 or 3 shots at the same time, so you will have consequent shots, and that way you don't miss something important. Saturday it was super easy to do and we're great. Infantry outdoors, that is awesome. Katana Inspirations, hello, how are you doing? That reminds me of a game, Katana. It's a beautiful name, Catania. Sleeping Bear, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button, and if you're new, subscribe to us. We would really appreciate if you do, and ring the bell. Also, if you think that you already subscribed to us, make sure that you still are. Make sure that it still rings so you know when we are on next, which we are going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with surprises tomorrow.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be with The Wheel. And on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern with Creators Therapy, Q&A, getting to know us a little bit more, spinning the wheel at the beginning, and doing the whole hodgepodge as we always do on Fridays. So, gosh, whole different times. 7 tomorrow, 1 on Thursday, 9 on Friday. Check out our About section for the schedule.
The JLA member channel. I am loving the changes Push Studios has suggested to my channel. Well, that's awesome. And I mean, lots of people. Check, we're just one thought onto it and stuff like that. And if it's helping, I'm glad to hear that. That's the best thing. And you are so amazing since we've gotten to know you, and that just love having you in the stream. So you're such a positive person. With a good message, and you're another one of those ones that's sticking to it, building onto it, and that. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's the biggest thing. Well, I guess with that, guys, I think we've pretty much covered everything. One last time for anybody who dropped in before we go then, I just want to bring this up here, what the topic was of tonight, so we don't look as clickbait. We've covered our bases every which way. Just tied into a joke a while ago, what we were talking about a while ago, excuse me. Early heads up, abbreviated public subscriber counts across YouTube. Last edited 5 hours ago. And this is from the Google Docs for YouTube. Currently, all creators with over 1,000 subscribers see their subscriber counts displayed differently in different places across YouTube desktop and mobile apps. In some cases, the subscriber count is abbreviated. Example, 133K. And other places, we display the full count. I always love that line because it's like, once again, they're always good at making it sound like there was a problem that they need to fix for inconsistency when they're the ones that created the inconsistency. So I always like that. Makes me smile when I see stuff like that. Basically, in short, guys, anybody under 1,000, you're going to see your numbers the same as of August this year. Nothing would change. After 1,000, everything will be abbreviated, as you can see popping up here. Some great examples of it. So that's what's to come. So just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention tonight. Is it a big change? Yes, because it could also be a gateway to even bigger changes. So I think it is many to come. And if people are doing the wrong things on here, I think they're very lucky that they're working on studio beta so much. Hence, had that been working well already and implemented, I think the rules would be fast and furious on here, and we'd be getting 5-6 of them at a time of changes. That's just my humble opinion, but I truly believe that. So, a sign of times to come, guys. Once again, YouTube is cleaning up, guys. They are, and I am pretty sure they are doing this to discourage those live streams of Social Blade Live. Just playing exactly.
That's part of it. Yeah.
Yep. People have seen them happen time and time again, and it got worse. And I sound like I'm picking on PewDiePie and T-Series. They never asked to be part of that initially. That was people running with it, and it became more and more. And now there's that Toddy, I forget all their names.
James Charles and Toddy.
Yes.
How can you not know?
I know.
Keep it update.
I know. I'm just not with the times. But I mean, with that, we say going on all the time now, and they're running for hours upon hours. And I still wish YouTube would limit the option of having long live streams. I really wish they would. And cut them 3-4 hours or whatever. And then twice a month you can do 2 12-hour streams. Because That's what they were originally meant to be, was for something big going on or something like that. There's very few of them. Now, that said, I found one that's running 24 hours a day. That's kind of interesting. That one, Start.
Yeah. He was just in the chat.
Oh, he was? Oh, I missed him.
Maybe he
damn.
still is. I don't know.
That is something different. Like, that's playing with it. But unfortunately, you get people who do something creative with it, and then there's so many that don't, you know? And that's what's sad. Taddy one, there you go, Octai. Thank you so much for bringing me up to speed. I contacted them to make sure it was okay with. Oh, sorry, you guys. Okay, my apologies. Oh, for my kids to come on stage. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be awesome, and I hope we'll go with what I said.
That is awesome. Then it's all good. Don't worry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. There you go.
Well, as you said, we were just talking in the chat about it.
I was just gonna cover for what I said a while ago. That's all. So, well, if you guys got it covered, you got it covered. That's what counts. So.
We were talking about taking pictures of kids.
Okay. Octai, I figured that, but I wasn't sure. What I meant was when I said about if you get a bit of trouble with it, I wanted to give you a heads up. That's all, because certain things it don't take much to trigger on YouTube this day and age. So. Alrighty, guys. Well, with that said, I think, we've covered everything. Any last things you want to leave us with?
No, I just wanted to prompt you guys to leave a comment section, to comment in the comment section, and let us know, what do you think about the changes? Is it important to you? Is it not? Do you think it's going to affect you? Leave a comment. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, guys. With that said, thank you so much for being here tonight. You guys were absolutely, positively amazing. Hope if you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you can see more stuff that we did. And please hit the like button. And if you can come back after and leave an on-topic comment about what was on tonight, maybe your views on what's going on, where you think it's going, anything like that, that would be truly appreciated. Once again, not just our live stream, guys, but any live stream you visit. It really helps the channel grow. So thank you so much for being here. You guys have brought a ton of great questions, a lot of great chat. And thank you, Instant Replay. Well, it's channels like you guys enjoy, and on and on and on, that make it what it is.
And look, we are both in blue. I didn't just noticed it now.
Wow.
I match you.
That could have been our show instead of talking about that. We could have put they're in blue tonight.
We're in blue. Blue Ranch Group.
Time to hang up the old YouTube mic. We're done. We missed this. There's no turning back.
Third time today. See us tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Alrighty, guys. Much love to you all. And remember, guys, cheers and keep creating. Farewell, Mr. Boom. The last minute shot in the net at the light. Oh, my God. It's all good. No.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that, Mel. You didn't.
Mel, thank you so much. And Farmal Fanatic, thank you.
Glad the new job is working out for you. Glad you're enjoying yourself. That's the main thing. And thank you for your kindness. But that wasn't necessary to both of you guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Nick's RC. It's great knowing all you guys. Yeah. God, that was crazy. Right at the very last second, I had my finger on the button and everything. So glad we got to thank you guys in person. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Cheers and keep creating. Be well. Thank you, Pet Rock Media. Drop the mic. All right. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Much love to you.